Did you eat dog shit this morning?
Welcome. We're live. Someone's after farting. Episode 100. It's kind of cool.
It is.
So joining us for the first segment is James C. Burns and Darwin. Darwin, how do you say your last name?
Nersesian.
No, that's right there.
Nersesian. Darwin Nersesian.
Leonidas.
Yeah, if you know,
Leonidas, okay,
cool thing about Darwin is he's descended from Leonidas. You can see it from his physique mainly.
I mean, he's got that Ghost of Sparta look about him.
He does. Did I
This
try to get you for the God of War games? Play Kratos?
Are we live?
We're
recording,
Darwin could
we're not live,
definitely pull off a Kratos.
Yeah.
Girls, one person at a time. We can't hear all you at once.
Yeah, see, I look like him too. You can see the resemblance.
Yeah.
Oh, I totally get it. Yeah, I see that.
Except for that's Gerard Butler.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
You said, but
I'll take it.
You said.
Are we live?
We're not live.
We're not live, but we are recording.
Pre-recorded.
We're recording. Okay.
We're kind of live, but we're kind of like, so they can edit your shit out that they don't.
No, there's no editing. Don't say anything bad.
No, we can't say shit.
No, you can't.
Can't say.
Wait a minute. Wait, hold on. Can I not say cunt?
You can't say cunt.
No, you can.
No, you can say whatever you want.
But you can't say pussy. What else can't we say?
Just remember, whatever you say, you can't take back.
Well, can I? So can I say pussy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
But what can't we say?
Yeah. What can't we say?
Nothing. Right.
Hi guys. Hey, what can we say? Great to see you too.
Jared, if you stay silent, I'm sure Darwin will test the fucking limit.
Yeah. So what are we going to talk about?
Taking it to the limit.
Lob me something. Lob me a good one. Come on.
I think one of the first things we have to talk about is James and no longer being Woods.
And of an evening.
So, how did you find out you weren't Woods?
Begging for you.
Oh my God.
I was thinking about a woman. Well, he said something? Go ahead. Okay, he had a question about...
If you beat it, it will come.
It's not. It's just too... I told you.
No. You don't know how to beat it properly.
You can't beat it properly. You don't freeze Guinness. What's right? This is like... It's not something... It's not Irish.
Wait. Did you freeze Guinness?
Wait, you're freezing the Guinness? What?
What is wrong with you?
You're nearly as bad as Thomas. He fucking freezes his chocolate.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Come. Do it.
Ah!
Release. Full release. Release that Guinness. Come on, you big Leonidas.
Welcome to episode 100.
Come on, Leonidas.
The fucking craziest episode. Okay.
And,
This is how we drink Guinness in Sparta.
Becky, can you help him out over here? Can you help him out, Becky?
That's how we drink. That's how we drink Guinness in Sparta.
Yeah. You absolute monster. Did you actually freeze your Guinness?
But this is Guinness drought stat.
He's a guest in my house. I have to eat ice cream too. But I tell you what, it's fucking great. It's like Guinness ice cream. It's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
It's fucking
Maybe
amazing.
it's worth trying.
Yeah, that's excusable.
All right.
So what are we talking? We're talking about the new Woods.
Yeah, how do you feel about that? Because I don't know how you found out about us.
Show the video. You see how I feel about it. New one. You show the new video?
Yeah, we can pull it up. Thomas, grab it there.
Look, here's how I feel about it. It was an absolute. I have a lot of gratitude for the opportunity to build that character.
Oh God.
The shit. Drink your fucking Guinness. It's an absolute. It was an honor, man. The people, Dave Anthony, Rosas, all these guys I worked with for 10 years, they're family to me, like my brothers. Yeah. So that is, I have nothing but gratitude for the opportunity to be Woods. Moving forward, I get it. You move on, you change things. There's how many different Batmans have there been, right? How many different Jokers? Characters, how many different Bonds have there been? So as long as they bring somebody in who's going to have a new slant on it, a new idea of how to play, maybe have a there's any number of options you can do for a new character. And I was hoping that they would allow the actor to come in and put his stamp on it, say, here it is. But the fact that they're imitating me, I mean, down to the fucking, even the verbiage that is very, very much coined from my part of the country. The word dipshit is a very much an East Coast, Western Massachusetts, language usage. Hey, dipshit. I mean, that's how you talk to your friends. It's kind of and so the way the new guy's using it, it's just he's imitating it, but it doesn't have the level of, when you say certain words, depending on how deeply rooted they are, they have a lot of context. And I was shocked that, holy fuck, they directed him to actually try to imitate what I was doing.
That's what pisses me off.
That's a little, just come on, bring him in, do something new. But the fact that they're imitating my performances and the inflections, that to me is, I don't know what's going on. I think that I have a lot of hypotheses about that, but I have no facts.
All right, can I now,
all right, so now
give them the answer they want? Listen.
Darwin, what's your opinion on this?
I have it on good authority that the decision came after one of the executives from Activision had a serious head injury from a donkey punching accident. So he was being donkey punched, and he had a head injury which caused a concussion, and then the decision came to hire New Woods.
I see. Yeah, it definitely feels that way, because I really don't understand why they went with someone now.
What was it? So are the voice lines actually leaked? So have you heard them then?
Oh yeah, there's a whole thing on YouTube where someone downloaded a lot of the call-outs from the game, and tango in the roof. Hey dipshit, what check your fire? All those battle lines have been revealed in Modern Warfare, and so and again it's on the line, it's online, and it's really the guy's totally imitating the performance I did, which is fucking crazy.
Yeah, but that's so stupid.
Weird.
Like, if
they were
still around
to
the
get
kick
someone to imitate you, why
and you're
not just
well
get
able
you?
to do it.
All right, one at a time, because you sound like the women in a
There you go.
No, I was just saying it's kind of weird if they were just gonna get someone to imitate you, why not just get you? Like it's like your voice.
Yeah. So that again, why if you're gonna imitate me, why not get the real thing? I have a bunch of
and why get donkey punched if you're an Activision executive? Like, what are you doing? Bending over, getting railed, and getting donkey punched.
There is no proof of this accusation.
I have it on good authority.
He was not there. He did not see it. So this is a fable. This is not fact.
I wasn't the one who actually donkey punched.
Darwin is creating fables in his mind. Okay, so it's not a fact. We don't know that's a fact. It's a possibility, but it's not a fact.
I mean,
I'm
how
pretty
reliable
sure
is your source, Darwin?
You know what? We need a different one. This one's frozen.
How many of those has Darwin had?
One out of the refrigerator.
Take out the non-frozen ones, please.
No, I put them all in the fridge.
We're insulting the Irish here, right?
No, I thought you can drink this particular type of Guinness chilled. It was made to be. It's sold in the refrigerator.
Yeah, it's chilled, but it's not frozen though.
Yeah, but now it's a Guinness slushy. It's delicious.
It's actually wonderful. Yeah.
That sounds nice, yeah. Great. So.
All right, so does that answer your question partially?
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah. Again, I hold no ill will. I get it that it's their project, it's their character.
I have a pretty decent amount of ill will.
They get to do what they want with it without me having to be. They don't need to honor anything with me, except it's their character. Yeah, but when you take my performance, which is kind of unique to me, and you try to act. And listen, I have done this for movies myself. I have voice matched George Clooney. I've voice matched Liam Neeson.
Look, getting head in the morning.
It's fucking sweet, dude. Shit, I want
We
some of that.
need another one.
No, we're good. And so the idea is that you as an actor, you take the gig. It's good money doing voice doubling. So there's no ill will towards the actor. He's just doing a job. In fact, I feel bad for him. wish he had the opportunity to create a character that's his own iconic character.
Yeah, most of the ill will is towards Activision.
No, I have no ill will
No,
at all.
I have the ill will.
I'm saying that I'm just more curious than anything else. Like, why was I that hard to work with? Which could very much be the case. I have very strong opinions, and the reason why Woods is so fucking fun is that I was very contentious about a lot of the lines. Like I said, I'm not saying that shit. Woods is gonna do that, And at that time, I had a lot of support from the hierarchy within Treyarch, but they're all gone now. So maybe I pissed off too many people over at Activision. Say, fuck Burns, we don't want him. That's my guess. Is because I took a lot of liberties with PR. I do a lot of shows, and I do a lot of public outreach with the fan base. And I think that I know for sure that it bothered the PR department, because I was kind of like a loose cannon.
Which really makes it sound like the Activision PR department, has contempt for the fans, right? I mean,
well, no.
People have said that before, and
no, it doesn't.
Yeah, they said that before about a lot of the different games they've done.
But they're what? They have contempt for the fans?
Yeah.
Yeah. See,
I don't know. I think
you did all this outreach for the fans. You went out. You went on the USO tours, visited the troops, and this and that. You did that's normally considered. That's a bonus. It's a plus.
That's such a great thing.
Yeah.
Like, what pisses me off is your whole thing is your Woods, and then they took that. Like.
Well, basically, yeah.
Honestly,
Again, that's the question. I would love to know the answer. I have no idea what the answer is.
It comes down to jealousy. James' cock is like this. It's big. It's real big.
Of course. No, yes.
And they got jealous.
The guy that had Activision, it's like.
You guys.
The guy at Activision. You
No,
can't.
we're kidding.
Guys.
His cock hides in his pubic hair.
Okay, Darwin.
Darwin, stop using the truth as a weapon, okay? Don't use the truth as a weapon, Darwin.
I told you that in confidence, Darwin.
I swear to God, it's like, I swear, James is like the angel on one shoulder and Darwin's like the devil on the other.
We're not the only ones to say that too.
Yeah, like, when James is just like, oh yeah, I've no ill will towards Activision, then Darwin's like, fuck Activision, I hate Activision.
Yeah,
okay,
fuck Activision.
Have you guys seen any of the videos I'm doing, the Sarge has been replaced videos?
Oh,
Yeah,
I'll
Tom,
tell
can you
Darwin.
play those right now?
Have you seen those? Have you seen a new one? Like
Yes,
it shows. I mean, it shows the whole relationship. Okay, you just watch it. It's going to tell you everything you need to know about Sarge's Corner.
Do you have a sound on for this, Thomas?
I don't know if my sound will work now because I'm using new stuff, but
We'll have a look.
But yeah. What's that whole thing about? Oh, I'll tell Darwin. Is that like?
Yeah, what's with that?
I don't get that because you've used it in both the videos now.
Because when you want something bad to happen in response to something, you tell Darwin.
Of course.
Well, because Darwin was the guy. If I had something to negotiate, I'd give it to him. He's Leonidas. So instead of me having to get my here we go. Watch this.
I don't know if the sound will work now. And look, see, you keep fucking buffering shit, man.
Jesus fucking Christ, Thomas, your internet's bad.
I know.
Hey, I also have it on good authority that James banged all the people in this video, guys and girls included.
Sorry,
Can't
James.
do that. Can't do that. You're gonna get me. No, I did not. That did not happen.
He was gentle.
None of that is true.
He was very sweet and gentle. He asked all their names afterwards.
Come on, Darwin, you're gonna get him in trouble with the missus. Come on.
Sit there shitting on in the video. Like, I think we're okay.
Yeah, the sound isn't working, Thomas.
I know it sounds like
Yeah, but you get the message.
Yeah,
Okay,
exactly. Yeah, you
yeah.
can tell.
You've been replaced.
so-
They all throw some shit at him. Like, you fucking suck.
Walks up and punches him.
She says, "You suck, Burns."
I'll tell Darwin.
I'm gonna go tell Darwin.
Yeah.
Will you play the first one as well, Thomas? Because
Yeah, I'll bring up the first one.
the first one went pretty big.
What's that?
I was talking to people like who didn't know your channel beforehand, and that we were talking about this video.
I saw that tweet. It was like, oh, I got you're like, oh, new Sergeant Frank Woods leaked, and this video.
Yeah.
Some guy was like, oh shit, I can't believe I got fucking rickrolled into that.
I love the American flag. I respect it.
Oh yeah.
All right, thank you.
Who got Rick rolled? Who said that?
Some guy on Twitter.
I got Rick rolled. That's fucking awesome. I love it. I love it. I love it. I fucking love it. Well, because I do these for my Sergeant's Corner, members. Because you got to know who Darwin is. You got to know who Granny is to get the humor.
Yes.
Hey guys, Beckela has a question for you guys in Ireland.
Sure.
Are the bars open in Ireland right now?
No.
No.
They were.
Wow, that's a cold day in hell.
Aren't the ones that are serving food still open?
No, they're closed.
Have they closed again?
Widespread
Yeah.
closure of pubs.
Oh fuck. Okay.
You used to have to make food, and you had to serve food in the pub, but now it just all closed.
Yeah, the
Our
whole thing
county's
was
gone
that.
back to
Yeah.
lockdown.
Because
Yeah,
we
the
went
whole-
from 20 to 200 cases in like 3 days.
Wow, so you guys are shut down over there, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah,
our
well,
county's
we
back in
are-
lockdown.
Yeah, we're back
Three-
into lockdown now
Three
again.
counties, Kildare, Laois and Offaly, they've been put back into basically stage 3 where you can't leave the county. All the restaurants and clubs are shut back open. They're shut back open. They're all shut again. What else? Like, they have to shut down. The schools are supposed to be opening up in like a week, but like
What?
we don't know what.
Yeah. How the fuck do you justify
Yeah, that's
that?
not
How
gonna
do you
happen.
justify that?
Hey, I've got a question for you guys, just because, because you guys are in Ireland and we're here in the U.S. Well, we're not really in the U.S. We're in California, so that's a lot different from being in the U.S.
Yeah, that's gonna be independent. Okay.
From an outside perspective, I just want to ask you guys, of all the men who've recently occupied the White House, who do you think would win in a fight? And I'm going to include Bill Clinton, George Bush, Jr. and Sr., and Michelle Obama. Of all those men, which one do you think would win in a fight?
Bush.
George Bush Senior.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, we're all going for Bush Senior.
It's so weird with your presidents. They've all gotten older over the last while.
Senior
Like,
will kick
what's the deal with
fucking
this? Like,
ass.
They're so old now. And then back in the day, you were having guys in their 40s.
Are we talking about all these people in their prime or like right now?
In their prime.
Yeah. When
right,
they were
in their
built,
prime.
Mike
Okay, yeah.
Tyson.
Okay, yeah. George
Back when they
Bush
were pro
Senior.
boxers.
That motherfucker would kill everyone.
Yeah, he would have some sort of trick. I go with George. But Michelle Obama, she's fucking. That's a big dude. That's a big fucking dude.
You're missing the joke here, guys.
We got the joke.
Please,
we chose
please.
to ignore the damn
Please.
joke.
We have to ignore it.
Acknowledge the joke so we can move on, because he will repeat it until you get it.
Hey, have you ever seen Obama sitting down during an address to the nation? No, he's always standing up. Why? It hurts to sit down. That's why.
Jesus Christ, that poor man.
They're locked down. They're locked down.
I'm looking for that Rick Roll thing on Twitter. I can't find it.
You know what getting old is, right?
Did you get it up there?
I love that shit. I love him. Anyways, so moving on.
Hey, so what is it? Do you guys have gun control in Ireland, or are you guys allowed to own guns? What's the
We
deal?
don't have guns in Ireland.
Don't have guns.
Yeah, there's like fuck all.
We don't have guns. Our police don't have guns. No one has guns. So crime is super fucking low.
Well, it's not even that crime is super fucking low. It's that gun crime is super low.
So
How do you break into a bank without a gun? You don't.
You use a crowbar.
How do you rob a shop without a gun? You don't. It just doesn't happen.
I think I could do it with a crowbar.
I reckon
Yeah,
you could.
I saw a thing earlier, and it was like
I
instead
say
of
if we
giving.
gave you a sword.
Yeah, it was
do
just
it.
like, oh, I have an idea about gun control. How about we give everyone swords, and if they
Yeah.
want to commit crime, they master the blade. Imagine someone trying to rob a bank with a sword. Like, people wouldn't even be mad. They'd just be like, that guy's fucking cool.
Yeah.
If you could successfully pull off a bank robbery with a fucking sword, you need a medal. Like,
I want to be issued bow and arrow.
Well, you can do that anyway.
sure.
I do that.
Yeah, can you have bow and arrow in Ireland?
Yeah. I'm national champion in men's division.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Get the fuck. Are you kidding?
I'm serious. I'm also world champion. I competed in Yankton, South Dakota last year.
I fucking love archery. I can't believe
What's
that's
your
crazy.
what's your distance?
Between 15 and 80 yards.
Badass, dude.
Hey,
You're fucking badass.
let me show you the future.
Have you ever gone hunting?
No, we can't hunt with bows here.
So wait, you were in South Dakota, and they didn't say you're an archery champion. Someone didn't say, "Hey man, let's go find an elk. Let's go find a deer."
Let me show you guys the
Well,
future.
what would I do with it if I have to go back to Ireland with it?
Well, you chop it up and you get it into food and you give it to people. It's good
That's
food.
expensive. It's cheaper to just do my groceries in Ireland.
Just
Look at this.
What's this now?
put the meat in a suitcase.
Raise it up.
Oh, here. Hold on. That's my kid shooting a bow and arrow.
Oh shit.
That's so
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, with the suction cup. You know who bought it for him?
You?
Becula.
They need to learn.
Ah, that's even cooler, man.
That is.
Yeah,
They need to learn.
she bought bow and arrows for my twins. They have suction cups on them, so they stick to the window. And I'm like, listen, after you guys are proficient, we'll take off the suction cups. We'll sharpen the ends. You can take it home and play cowboys and Indians with your mother.
Thomas, will you look me up there so I can just see the archery shit?
You got it.
Oh, we're
Yeah.
finally diving into Jared's archery for the 7th time. Oh look, it's Jared.
Who did it?
There.
Tom or Jared?
There's another
Sure.
picture.
Wow, man.
Oh, there, that one. That's when you won something, wasn't it?
Yeah. Not a
Wasn't
very
it?
good picture, but
Not a good picture.
that was European championships.
So you can protect your home with a bow and arrow then, right? Because you're pretty badass with that.
No,
So
we all do it here.
wait.
Everyone in my house does archery.
Jerry, was that before the sex change?
Yes.
Good, because I can see the difference. Yeah. So what was it like being a woman?
I mean, the dresses are a lot more free flowing, so
Well,
but I still wear them sometimes.
free drinks at the bar, right? So that's all
Can
good.
you conceal a recurve inside a dress?
Can you conceal carry? Fucking hell.
Did you ever meet
Yeah.
Caitlyn Jenner?
No.
I have.
Really?
Yeah.
What,
Jim-
tell that story.
Oh.
Were they
wasn't
fun
long-
at Black Ops?
No. It's a couple. No, it was a social gathering. It's a couple years ago. I'm driving down PCH, which is the highway between Santa Barbara and Malibu, and there's a Starbucks there that's right on. It's called Trifuno Canyon, and there's a little shopping center there, and there's a Starbucks coffee joint. So I pull over, walk in, and it's not too crowded. This is before COVID, and I look down at the in the line, I see this tall, very statuesque looking woman. And, really fit, man. Wow, that's a good looking girl right
So
there.
he started rubbing up on her.
Oh, Jesus.
I walk up, almost. I walk up, and you know how it is, you guys, you want to check it out, right? So, this looks like up front. And I look over, and I look up, and there he was, and I go, and I'm really shocked because I'm attracted to this person, right? And I look at this, I go, oh fuck, it's Jenner. I said it out loud, and the whole fucking place gasped. I go, oh shit, dude, and I go, dude, no, sorry, man, I'm a huge. I go, I just fucking ran out my coffee, and he was so cool. He goes, hi, how are you? I go, I'm good, man. Big fan. I gotta go. I just kind of crawled out of the fucking.
I have a question. Did you have the common courtesy to give her a reach around?
Oh my god.
I can hear your girlfriend. I think you just.
Did you? Yeah, even the lady saying shut up,
The fact that he
darling.
just walks up and I can just think of him just going, oh fuck, it's Jenner.
Did you actually say oh hey man, or what
Well,
what
no,
happened there?
I turned. I was just like, oh, fuck, it's Jenner. And the place went deadly silent. And he turns, or she, whatever.
Yeah.
They turn and just smile. They go, hi, good. You having a, hi, good morning. I go, hi, how you doing? Oh, I go, good. Dude, big fan of my coffee ready. I just ran out.
Did you cream her coffee?
Oh my god. Darwin is gonna get cancelled one day.
Dude.
And this video will be why.
You can join me on the unemployment line, man, because I'm going down in flames too.
Yeah.
But I had a joke, but I can't even remember it. It's been so bad. It's so polluted now. I can't even have the conversation here. I was gonna say.
How did we get here?
I was gonna say about the reach around joke. Oh my god, I'm explaining his bad joke. Okay, so, but how does that work? Does the equipment still work the same way? I mean,
Do you really want to talk about this?
We should be asking you. You met Caitlin.
Oh, not that way. No, I'm just saying.
How does hang a hat on it? If she get hard enough.
Remember, we don't edit. Whatever you say is here forever.
Can she get hard enough to hang a hat on it? That's what I want to know.
Anyway, it's more of a curiosity. What that's like, people are. It's normal to be curious about something like that. Anyways, she was really very genuine, very polite. It was
yeah, just, I actually.
It was one of those moments where you just find yourself being a person, being a human being. Like, oh, fuck, because he was a hero of mine. He's Olympian. He's covering Wheaties box, man. This guy was like. This is the guy you looked up to your entire life. Like, holy shit, this guy's a super athlete.
And still a conservative, by the way. Caitlin is still a conservative.
So
yeah, I like Caitlin.
So
that's why I was
on.
advocating for a reach around, because I actually like her.
Well,
we need to finish up on a positive note because we got to finish this in the next 5 minutes.
Yeah, the Jenners are fucking loaded, so I assume it's different equipment now.
Yeah,
with the whole gender reassignment.
What? Sure, look. Who cares?
Anyway, yeah.
Besides Darwin, who cares? And why does Darwin care?
Darwin's going on the hunt.
Darwin is on the prowl.
Yeah, you know me. You know me. Hey, but I hope you guys stay safe and stay healthy out there. I know COVID's a big scare. Fuck you, China. Thanks a lot, China. And so just try to stay safe and healthy out there.
Let's find a closing theme here.
I have a last question to finish with, and it's relevant to what's going on at the moment. Your whole thing with the Sergeant's Corner is you're Sergeant Frank Woods. The fact that you're no longer going to be playing Frank Woods, is that going to change anything about how you use the channel?
Everything grows, everything evolves. Like even the character when it started, he evolved. My whole position with it evolved. So I'm sure it's going to evolve. It will evolve based on the people who tune in. We really try to make the Sergeant's Corner a reflection of who's talking there. So we really have no plan to go into this. We respond to what we're asked. We try, when asked that legitimate questions about legitimate things and they want some input, sure, I'll give the input to the best of my ability. But I'm sure it's going to evolve. I'm sure it's going to change. I'm sure there will be frequent disruptions because that's part of the fun of it.
Yeah.
And the biggest thing is man, it's about having some goddamn fun.
Exactly.
It's not to be taken as gospel. It's not to be.
That's why I'm there.
We're just a couple of knuckleheads having a conversation, and it's so often people turn just fun shit into horse shit, and that's So if that's the case, don't fucking watch. We're gonna tell jokes. We're gonna go to the edge. I mean, Colbert does it. It's okay when you shit on Trump, but when you start turning the humor around the other way, it seems to have a problem. Now, I'm not.
Yeah.
But I'm saying we're going to have some fun and we're going to have, we see something that doesn't make any sense or something fucking silly, or if it's self-deprecating, well, I do, I made a fool of myself in front of Caitlyn Jenner, who, that happens, man. It fucking happens.
Yeah.
And I used to think the most codependent place on earth was Ireland. I used to think that. We win. We're kicking your ass in codependency. We are such our emotional state is so fucking fragile right now that everyone's triggered by everything. You looked at me, you're a racist. No, I'm just, because I can't, I don't have glasses on. You didn't say hi to me, you're a genderist. No, I just, we're so fragile with our emotions. Like no one is managing their own emotions really well in our country right now.
And I just want to add...
And that's very much like the troubles back in Ireland. People just get pissed off at each other. Like, Jesus Christ. You just stop.
And when this happens, it leads to something big and bad every time.
I just want to add, if we can't give a proper reach around to a transgender woman, then what are we doing here?
Exactly, Darwin. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been James C. Burns and Darwin Nersesian. Thanks for getting on, guys. We'll chat again soon.
Top of the morning
Hope to have you on the podcast again.
Top of the morning,
Happy guys. We're back. Part 2, episode 100. So, for this segment, we're joined by Stephen Cowboy Kelly from the Hardy Books. Stephen, how are you getting on?
I'm getting on good, dude. I had, even though I'm in training for a big run later on down the line, I fell into the slippery mistress that is a few drinks the weekend, so I'm a little sensitive this evening.
We're all the same. We were drinking last night and we're in bits, but that's part of the fun.
Oh yeah.
The drink really hurts.
It does. Coming up soon, you have a run going on. So what's the crack there?
Yeah, well, I don't know if we mentioned it before. I'm sure we did on the last 2 times we were on. Actually, I feel like I should send you a Christmas card. I've met you that much now. But we were meant to do the Wild Atlantic Way, but the coronavirus killed that.
Yeah.
Until next year. But we were over in the Reek a few weeks ago, myself and Pete, and we climbed the Reek with a few lads from Kildare. They were doing it for the Irish Cancer Society. And on the way down, myself and Pete were like, just it's an awful shame we didn't get to do the Wild Atlantic Way this year. It would have been great fun because we really enjoyed the run last year. And then I just said, well, what do you think of this for an idea? I said, why don't we just run the Mayo section, which is actually one of the biggest of the coastlines on the Wild Atlantic Way. So it's about 500 kilometers, and that way we get to stay in Mayo, but there's no, like, we can organize it from Mayo, that we're not up and down the country with this corona, with all the restrictions. Yeah. And it'll give us something to focus on, because not only is it good for charity, not only is it good for us, it just keeps us from maybe being in the pub every weekend. It really keeps us focused. So we're going to run from Ashley Falls, which is on the Galway-Mayo border. It's where the border meets Galway. And we're going to run along the Mayo coast. And first day we're going to go into Westport, then Achill, then to Belmullet on the third day, then to Ballycastle. So we're taking in all the Wild Atlantic Way scenery. You have the Downpatrick Head, you have the Reek, you have Old Head, you have all the beaches, you have Belmullet Peninsula, you have Ballycroy, you have Achill Island. So it's going to be very, very, very scenic. And we're going to try and do it in 5 days. It's about 350 kilometers. Actually, the whole entire thing is about 530, but an awful lot of that it isn't on the road. There's no road to it. But as the road goes, the route is about 350 kilometers, and we're going to do it in 5 days. Some days it'll be around 60k, some days it'll be less, other days it'll be a little bit more, but around 60k is what we're going to run a day. And we're going to do it for the Mayo Roscommon Hospice, and that's coming up on the 22nd of September. So just stay tuned to the page. It'll all be ran through the page on Facebook and Instagram, and Mayo Roscommon Hospice, and hopefully Mayo TV or one of them might take it on as well. And it's a precursor. It's a precursor for if we can get this right and it looks good, and maybe Discover Ireland get behind it, or Falls Ireland, whatever they are. it might be like if we can get this right next year when we're doing the Wild Atlantic Way, it'll be easier to pitch the idea to RT or Fulch Ireland or Discover Ireland or wherever.
Yeah.
You know. Plus, as well, obviously, Mayo Roscommon Hospice are going to benefit. They're 100%. They're a charity that's 100% reliant on funding. They don't get any funding from the government at all, zero. And they've built 2 state-of-the-art homes, or like I don't know if they're called nursing homes, convalescent homes. One in Roscommon, one in Castlebar, and completely from donations from people. So we thought, yeah. So we'll keep it. We were going to announce it at the end of this week. The reason we haven't announced it so far is there's actually another charity in Clonfert, in our hometown, cycling around the whole of Ireland at the minute. They want to do it in 6 days, and I think it's like 1,900 kilometers. So we didn't want to step on their toes, by taking the attention off them until they've it nearly done. And so we're just going to let them finish up, and then we're going to announce our one.
Yeah, some lads for the charity stuff now.
Yeah, that's one thing I love about you.
Yeah.
You've had your health problems in the past.
Yeah.
And, it never seems to hold you back. You keep doing these runs for charity, and you're always doing it not for yourself, but always for a better cause.
Yeah. Well, like that as well. Yes, it's for charity. Like that, it's for a better cause. But it really does keep me focused. Especially Pete is more disciplined than me. If I hadn't these things to focus on, and this is really, I'm getting really personal here. If I hadn't these things to focus on, I love helping out people. I love making people laugh, and I also love helping out. I've been blessed with good friends, good family, good jobs all my life, and so all I ever wanted to do was help people out. And this keeps me focused on that, because I would literally, if I didn't have these things to focus on, I would be in the pub Friday, Saturday, Sunday night, and it's as simple as that. And then I'd spend Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, like depressed, and really and truly, the only good day I'd have was Thursday, and then the drinking would start again. So this really does keep me focused. It's saving my life as well.
Yeah,
that's really good.
Drinking, especially at the moment, is a problem for a lot of people.
Oh yeah,
100%. Yeah. And it's not that I would be addicted to it. It's just I'm addicted to the crack. I love the crack. So I do. I love even being even if I was in the pub on my own and listening to the sound of people having the crack. I just love it.
Yeah, the crack is a slippery mistress.
Yeah, and the pints add to the crack, like.
It does.
Well, I said that in the video the last day, which that video went nuts. It done very well. But I think it just captured the people's opinion at the time, or people's attitude at the minute.
Yeah.
I think it was just direct. I have another couple lined up, but we'll see if I put them up or not.
You've been pretty vocal so far on the pubs being closed.
Yeah. Well, what was I don't think any single a case has been came back to a pub or a restaurant, and I'm not talking about going in and like 100 people getting absolutely arsehole drunk and falling all over the place.
Yeah.
I'm talking about definitely down in rural parts of the country, even the likes of Offaly. I know you're in lockdown now, but there's no reason why. Like some of the pubs here wouldn't get 200 people or 150 people on St. Patrick's Day. Never mind a normal Saturday in August or October. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
These places rely on a trade every day. There's livelihoods at stake here, and family run. Yeah, it really is. So I don't really get it. What I can't get is, like I said in the video jokingly, what's the difference between having a sandwich and a pint, and not having a sandwich and a pint? Because like if you go into the shops and everything like that, yes, an awful lot of people are starting to wear more masks, but there's still at least 33% of people not wearing masks. you know, and then kids don't wear masks, so I don't like kids get it too.
They do.
Yeah, so I
That
don't.
anti-mask protest up in Grafton.
Yeah, in Griffith Street there was an anti-mask protest. Can you believe that?
How ridiculous is that?
Yeah. No, I've no problem with wearing a mask. Like if it means, but I don't like. Well, not everyone is wearing it anyway. Like I wear it. I wear it in not because I'm worried about the coronavirus, because I actually believe as well if there was more focus put on your original health, like eating healthy in this country,
Yeah.
getting exercise in, getting your nutrients in, whether and hopefully through good foods. Forget about the processed foods; they're shite. They're terrible for you, and I do believe that they cause like they're causing more.
They do cause cancer. You're right. Yeah, I've talked to lads about this before. With regards to a paleo diet, you're eating whole foods, and you're eating nothing processed. That's the way you should be eating. Plenty of veg, plenty of meat.
Plenty of veg, plenty of meat, and um, there like other different things work for different people. Like some people say you have to have breakfast in the morning. No, you don't. If it doesn't suit you, there's a different way of doing it. Other people, it does suit, but you really have to figure it out yourself. There's some great guys that you can take notice from, but every one of them will tell you that stay away from processed foods. There is not one fitness instructor or nutritionist that will say it's okay to have processed food half the time. Like,
You're right.
yeah. But when and what you eat when it's natural, that's debatable. Some people differ what they want, but that suits them. But definitely, processed foods are definitely a no-no, and it's what the societies became so convenient. It's a convenient-based market, and it's convenient to go in and take like a lasagna that's been, like I say, half it is salt and chemicals and everything like that.
Yeah.
And you know, in this country, cancer is a problem. Cancer is a bigger problem than the coronavirus.
But that's a very taboo thing to say.
Yeah.
People, like, it's a fact more people die of the flu, but we still talk about the COVID deaths a lot.
Yeah.
But it's still dangerous. Like, you don't want people dying.
No.
Of course,
Like, one doesn't nullify the other.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, as like the saying goes, blowing out someone else's candle doesn't make yours any brighter.
Yeah.
But what's happening is people are afraid to go to the hospitals. They're afraid to go to the doctors. They're sick and they're afraid to go to the hospitals. So we'll say if you have cancer and you're putting off your appointments, but by the time this whole thing is over with, these people are into stage 3 and 4 and nothing has been done. And it's the same with heart. It'll be the same with heart disease. It'll be the same with mental health. There's going to be an awful lot of mental health issues by the time this is ended.
We've spoken to a mental health podcast, just for men. No, not just for men. What's it called? Men's Social Club.
No, just Man Up.
Yeah. And we talked a lot about lads don't talk about their mental health all that much and how damaging that is, especially right now.
Yeah.
Like, I know in the Hardy books there's a couple of jokes about that, but like, seriously, if lads aren't talking about it right now and like they're already making up a huge portion of the suicide rates, imagine what's going to be like for this year alone.
100%. Like mental health was a major issue in this country before this.
Yeah.
And it is good to talk. Like I love talking to people. I love talking people up. I like when you make someone put someone in a better mood, it puts you in a better mood.
Yeah.
You know, and that's but there's this actually, and drink does not help. Drink is a depressant, a major depressant, and I know we like it, and I know it drives the crack, but like we sometimes we treat it like, I know I have done in the past. I've treated it like not the way I should have. You'd have mad sessions Friday, Saturday, Sunday night, and then by Wednesday you're like fit to jump into the river.
Yeah.
And but it's good to talk. People bottle that up, and not just with drink. Irish men do not want to talk about being down or whatever because there's a stigma attached to it, and it's a sign of weakness in this country, but it's not.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't know what it's like within your close circle, but definitely within ours as younger lads.
Oh yeah, just
And
even
I can talk to these guys about anything. If there's something going on, I can talk to them. It's great. I'm sure yourself and the lads would have the same dynamic.
Oh, 100%. Especially the likes of Pete and Owen now. Like, I'd ring, if I had a problem, I'd have no problem ringing. Well, I'd have no problem ringing any of them, but definitely Pete and Owen. They have a great way of talking it through. And then, the thing is to listen. It's all right cocking your ear and being there and actually listening, but there's hearing it and there's listening to it. There's two different things.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
and retain what people are saying to you, and then you be the one to ask them the next day, or give them a call the next day, or text and say, do you know what, how are you getting on today? Hope your mood is improved. You wouldn't believe what difference that makes to someone.
Yeah, definitely. To any lads out there who are listening right now, that is a big thing. Talk to your mates about how you're feeling. Lads, if they're making fun of you for it, they're not very good friends in the first place.
Exactly.
So find someone close to you and have a chat with them about how you feel.
Yeah.
And ask them how they feel.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. It's a two-way thing.
Exactly.
A two-way thing. And sometimes the person that is the brightest or the bubbliest as well, they can go home and everyone thinks, oh, they're grand, they're the life and soul of the party, or they're wild, they're always laughing, they're always happy. You wouldn't believe the amount of them type of people when they go home that they're breaking somewhere,
Yeah.
So it always ask, like, as much as telling someone what's wrong or with you, ask them just out of the blue, how are you feeling? Like, how is life at the minute? Is there anything you'd like to talk about? So like it is a major issue in this country, and I thought a couple of years ago that it was swinging for the better, but I'm just worried that this coronavirus, this lockdown, the pandemic, has obliterated that. I think it's set it back to the 90s again.
Yeah, like
it can feel that way.
Even just looking around at the moment, like at people we know and stuff, and like stuff that's happened, like just you can definitely tell that COVID has had a massive impact on mental health. Like,
we knew someone who took their own life during the pandemic.
Yes, that's sorry to hear that, lads. Funny enough, we not in any of my circle of friends has anyone ever taken their life, but I've seen family members of them maybe taking their own life, or I've talked to people that have had family members take their own life. But touch wood, I don't that has taken their life. So maybe I surround, that's another thing. Surround yourself with positive people. It rubs off.
Sure. Why do you think we're talking to you the whole time? We've had you on 3 times now. I'll have you on 4, 5, and 6.
I should get a statue.
Definitely, the cowboy statue.
This is your 100th podcast. How have you found it?
It's been great fun. We talked
to mental ride so far, like.
Definitely, we talked to people we've looked up to. We talked to people, we'd be fangirling over basically.
Yeah, we'd never see like. It's usually, I was saying it to our guest yesterday on the White Whiskey podcast, but like usually for the first half an hour, like we're either interviewing the person or like freaking out about like who they are, because like we known them for like so many things, and then after that it's like it just devolves into this conversation between 2 people, like, or even 3 people.
Yeah.
And then Thomas typing.
Like even the first time we talked to you and Pete, geez, we were fangirling something awful. But now, honestly, like the Hardy Bucks has been a huge thing in my life. I've loved it, and talking to you guys is great.
Yeah, I know. For me, anyway, like my older brother fucking loves the Hardy Bucks, and all his friends love it. So like anytime we get you on, I tell him, and then his friends are texting me being like, "Oh yeah, your podcast was class, man. I can't believe you actually got them
I
on."
can't believe those lads are so sound, you know?
Yeah.
I'd love to recreate something like that again. I mean, I know we've talked about it before on this podcast, but it really is. It's still going to this day. People are still sharing the videos. They're still
Every day.
quoting the quotes. They're still tagging us in things. It's great. It's great for us because it it's driving our page as well. Like it definitely is helping it. But I feel like it was something that when the recession hit, it was perfect time, and I think it's missing something like that again. And trust me, we would all love to do it again. Now, me and Pete and Mikey, we're slowly building up equipment, as I was saying before, and we actually, I don't know if I said this to you the last day, we spent a whole day down the bog, and next thing we brought it home and listened to it. You could not hear nothing for wind, but we're learning. You know,
we're all learning. We're all young souls.
That's actually kind of funny that you went down the bog and filmed and then got back and couldn't use the footage, because the exact same thing happened to us, except it wasn't that you couldn't hear it. It's that all of us, because it wasn't scripted, were effing and blinding the entire time.
Oh yeah.
Cursing.
You'll get that, and you'll get, the more you do it, the more you do it, the better you'll get at it. You just keep at it. If you go back to, like, I was doing, it's about 2.5 years I was doing, you know, that I do like monologues in the car.
Yeah.
Well, I started that on my own private page, I'd say about 2 years ago, and the progression that, like, even looking at the camera or waiting, giving that a pause, maybe at the beginning I was talking too fast. You know, giving it a pause. You wouldn't believe what you can actually get into a minute. Like a minute is what drives the videos for Instagram. They have, you know, it's just that to grab someone for that minute.
Yeah.
They're thinking, because that's what Instagram is for. YouTube is for longer videos.
Yeah.
But Instagram is for that. Facebook as well. I feel Facebook is gone that as well. Facebook used to be for longer videos as well, and I think it's shortened all the time. Maybe not as much as Instagram. And then TikTok. I told you we got banned off TikTok.
You did, yeah. We sent set up on TikTok there a couple of days ago.
Oh, very good. I didn't like it anyway, because like it's like an awful lot of people just dancing. Yeah, it is weird.
You're going to be as good as that girl who just dances.
Yeah, you're competing with people who are dancing.
I found out the boys fucking set up the TikTok, and I swear to God, I gave them the dirtiest look last night, because I looked it up and I found the page and I was like, "Are you serious?"
He went and reported it.
I reported it for spam content.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, like, just, I get what you're saying there about, like, you know, the minute, like, there's so much information you can get across in a minute. Thomas has been talking about how, like, you know, like, attention span and stuff has gone down. But I think the cool thing about that is, like, even with stuff that, like, used to be around, like, Vine and stuff, the amount of information you can get across in, like, 7 seconds.
Yeah. And here we are doing an hour podcast.
but podcasts are a different niche. Some people wouldn't watch Instagram. Some people have their podcast and they're listening to it on the way to work, and they you know, it's connection. People miss one of the most addictive things in the world are other humans, whether it be physical contact or visual contact or audio contact. People love to be connected to other people. You know, I just don't get going off the grid of people that just completely hide themselves away. Like, eventually,
why?
Yeah, like we're made to reproduce. We're made to be social. That's what differentiates us from animals. So it's I can't understand, but like that, getting back to talking. I mean, everyone should talk and feel like they can talk.
That's like, I think that I'd like to think that's a big part of the podcast, like, because obviously, like, there's 3 hosts and we're Irish, and, like, you know, I feel like like an awful lot of people feel like even if they have like loads of friends, like they feel like they've no one to really talk to,
Yeah.
or like to have a conversation with, and so like, you
I
know,
find that super prominent with GAA players, especially the ones who went to our school.
Yeah.
Like they hate each other. They're all part of this huge group of friends.
Yeah.
But like, just knowing that like the podcast is there to like you just throw it on and it's like three lads having a conversation with a guest or two guests even.
Yeah.
And it's just like they feel like they're part of the conversation then.
Yeah.
And then
Exactly. And if you can help anyone, even if it's only one person out,
exactly,
that's job done.
I know now that we've been doing a few streams now. We started streaming Call of Duty, and I know that's helped out a few people. Some people, a few people have actually come to me and said that that's helped them out immensely. Like, and just hearing that is like, holy shit! Like, you know, something that I created, like, kind of helped someone.
We get the odd person that texts into either my private page or not private page, but my own personal page, and the $3 Left page, and say our stories and our videos and our memes or whatever have helped them along, you know.
I'm one of those people. Like what you guys do has been amazing. I know it's been great.
Yeah.
Well, it's about to get very busy. People coming down tomorrow, and we're going to spend a full week making content. An awful lot of it will be to drive the charity that's coming up, but I'm sure we'll get a few comedy videos in as well, and Mikey as well. We'd love to get Mikey in more, but I understand that Mikey is the only one of us that works full time. So we can't, like, work comes first for Mikey.
Yeah.
But we'd love to get into a position where we could do $3 Left stuff and make a living from it, like a proper living from it, not just hobby money or whatever. And that's obviously we'd love to do that, but the most important thing is just to help people out, to make people laugh. You know, great feeling. I went up to Louth, like I was saying earlier. I don't know if it was on this. I was just talking to you. I went up to Dundalk and Carlingford Friday and Saturday night, and it was buzzing. But the amount of people that came up and said, came up to me and said, you know what, we've been watching your stuff, and it's really funny. It's helping me out, and listening. They feel connected.
Yeah.
And
it's an amazing feeling.
To listen to that is absolutely amazing. And actually getting back to the weekend, it was just one of those weekends. Like I said, I'm training for the run, but I went up to my mate Sean McMahon, who is in a band called Accidents in the Workplace. If you've never heard of them, go check them out. There's 7 or 8 of them in it. It's really, really funky. They're all from Dundalk, bar the lead singer, Lauren, who is from Monaghan, and she has a pair of lungs on her, and I swear to God, I've never heard of anything like them. So Accidents in the Workplace, for anyone that's listening to this, go check them out. But anyway, I went up, and the reason I went up to Sean was I thought, I enjoy the weekend, I won't have to go mad drinking, and then I come back down Sunday evening, and all's good, and I go for a few runs. Friday evening came straight to the restaurant, straight into drinking pints. But the crack was so good, the pints just kept flowing. And then we all went outside, down by the spirit store, and there was only about 30 or 40 of us. And some people had the guitar, some people were singing. It was absolutely just mental. That was Friday night, and then we went up to some beach in Carlingford with a camper van. He has this 1973 Volkswagen camper van. It's like he's done up. He spent a fortune on it, but it looks absolutely class. And again, there was
a picture up when you were in that thing.
I did. I did a picture up. It is class. It is unbelievable. So we had so much fun. There was 8 or 9 of us. Just some of us had tents, some of us were in the camper, and yeah, so we had a few cans by the sea that was coming in, and it was just a beautiful day. But then this morning when we woke up, it was a little bit more overcast, but it was still beautiful. And that's just the beauty of Ireland. That's such a shame that it's in lockdown or it's in quarantine or it's not being taken full advantage of. It's a beautiful, beautiful country, especially when we've sun.
Definitely. Yesterday it was an amazing weather, but the next week's supposed to be rain and thunder and shite.
Yeah, and then
There's a weather warning issued this morning.
Yeah, after but after the weather warning, there's meant to be like a 5-day mini heat wave again.
Yeah, I love the heat. I absolutely just in my element when there's sun.
It's the heat is lovely now until you have to go to bed, and then you're like, oh fuck, now like
You
here
can't
comes the
sleep.
sweats.
Yeah.
What I do is if I think I'm not going to be able to sleep, I'll go for a run and then a shower and then straight into bed, and I can guarantee you, you'll sleep a lot easier. And then leave the window open, get a bit of fresh air in.
Yeah.
So. Right, listen, lads. I might have to shoot off here.
Yeah,
but,
I was going to say we had to end this.
Yeah, perfect.
So, man, it's been a pleasure as always to have you.
Thank you for coming on.
Third
time charm.
Third time is the charm.
I'll be waiting for the...
Go on, sorry.
I'll be waiting for the Christmas card.
Perfect.
Yeah, you'll be getting it.
Send us the direct there in the DMs, and we'll send you.
We're still in lockdown.
What's that?
Hopefully, we're not still in lockdown by then.
Here, Stevie.
No, stop.
Nice
Yeah,
Christmas.
I really hope something sorted by then.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Then we can all meet up for pints.
Yeah. Looking forward to the next
100%.
show. Are you doing? Well, we're going to it.
Yeah, definitely.
will be.
Get the run in first, and then we've a little bit of interest, or not more than a little bit of interest from a lot of venues when things open up again, which is great.
Great.
The nice venues. So.
Right.
Looking forward to it. Well, you have a great day, man, and thank you so much for getting on.
Yeah, thank you so much.
We'll chat again soon.
We will.
Take it handy.
Yeah.
Take care.
And
Okay, I'm gonna
There you go.
okay, so just us. Grab Paul Roseberry,
Ooh,
king of
fuck.
comedy.
I am
go to
excited. I'm
Paul
excited.
Roseberry,
to talk to Paul Roseberry. Let's fucking go. Haven't talked to this man since episode 1.
Whoa, ready? Oh.
I need to go to the bathroom. So
Oh, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna fucking die. I'm shitting it. Yeah. I've talked to him since episode 1, man. I wasn't here for episode 2.
Answer.
Please fucking answer, Paul, please. Oh.
Fellas.
Paul fucking Roseberry.
Hey, hold on 1 second.
No problem. The fuck is this guy at?
He's in the shop with his mask on. At least he's wearing his mask.
Let's be outside. All right, no rush.
No rush.
Huh? Yeah. Guys, you're crazy. Hold on, we are going to make this work. I'm inside of a golf store right now. We're live from Roger Dunn. Oh, I got to go the other way. Son of a bitch. You can't exit. Everyone's a thief. Hold on 1 second. Excuse me, folks. Goodbye. All right. That's right. Thanks. Almost there. All right. That's my buddy. All right. We're almost
Oh
there.
my God! Is that comedian Paul Roseberry best known for his role in Yo Mama?
So, you guys are crazy. You guys, over there in the UK, you do AM and PM differently, huh?
Well, we're actually in Ireland. But yeah.
Yeah. I thought we were doing this at midnight because you said 11:30 and late time was the other guy. So that means we're doing this bridge style like in a fucking parking garage, but I ain't scared.
Why? Where are you right now? Where are you going?
I'm at Roger Dunn Golf Store.
Oh, damn. Jeez, we caught you.
Yeah.
We caught you at a bad time. I'm sorry.
It's all good. There is no bad time for the awfully Irish. No such thing.
Yes.
My guy. So what's going on for you at the moment, Paul?
So right now, dude, I'm learning how to golf, and
That's awesome.
yeah, I mean, I'm terrible at it, but I'm steadily improving. I will give you that. I'm on the rise. It's coming up.
That's good.
World
That's good.
champion
I
over
hope,
here.
I hope you're practicing your form.
Oh, dude, the form, it'll be good. It'll be good. It's kind of like cake batter right now. You know what I mean? It's not quite. I wouldn't eat it yet,
Yeah.
but it'll be beautiful in short time.
Yeah.
I should get my buddy's keys. Then I can sit in the car and then it'll be quiet. Because are you guys getting a lot of feet? Is it loud as shit?
There's nothing. It's fine. So we could send you on to a guy we had on the podcast before. He was doing pretty good in golf in Australia.
Oh yeah.
Damien Tomlinson lost both his legs in active combat.
Oh my God.
But he inspirational guy, motivational speaker,
Clearly.
and yeah, golf champion, unstoppable.
Are you serious? So does he do it? Does he have prosthetics?
Yes.
Yes, he's 2 prosthetic legs.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dude, my hair looks all fucked up. I can't even tell in this thing.
Well, it's like 100. It's like 38 degrees or 39 degrees Celsius there. So what's that?
Whatever, like the temperature of the sun is in Fahrenheit, it's that over here. It's so
Yeah.
hot.
We had James C. Burns on a few minutes ago. He's also in LA.
From California.
No, not really. Hey, it's my buddy Max.
Oh,
Hey Max, how you doing?
come on.
Yeah.
So, Max,
How Irish
you're-
are you?
what's that?
I said, how Irish are you?
Oh, actually, quite.
Oh, you guys won't like me. I'm more Scotch.
Ooh.
I know.
I'll walk
Next one.
home. I didn't realize. I apologize,
Yeah.
fellas. I
Don't
didn't
worry about
realize. I'll get the hell out of this car. What did the Scottish and the Irish? They got like a thing?
No, we basically share a culture. We have the same language, nearly.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. I thought you guys were good. Like you both like whiskey.
We're both great.
I'm sure that's a bastardization to say both. I'm sure there's such variation there, but yeah. So you guys, I'm pumped. 100 episodes. You guys are savages. Is that 100 in 100 days?
Yep. 100 days straight.
Has it been? It's been a little over 100 days, I think, just in terms of
Well-
like uploads and stuff.
We missed one day for Blackout Tuesday, I think.
Yeah, one day for Blackout Tuesday. Yeah. But everything else, 100 days straight.
Yep. Kind of insane.
And so now, did I see something the other day that it said when you guys were doing an online video game cast, 10,000 viewers?
Yep.
Yeah, we got
10,000 viewers.
10,000 views on our channel.
You guys are not fucking around.
Yeah, no, so far so good.
That's
uh,
it.
We've been celebrating. We've been having a couple drinks with a couple guests. So it's been great fun.
Yeah, it has been
Dude.
fucking incredible. Yeah.
I feel like I should be drinking right now. I feel like I should. Maybe I will. When I get home, we're heading home. I'll be able to. Yeah, I could probably throw one back. Fuck it. Who cares, right?
All Roseberry,
Oh.
everyone.
Paul, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I missed out in the last episode. I got fucked into the lake. I don't know what to tell you, man.
Yeah.
Dude, you know what? One good dunk in the lake and all is forgiven, man. That's like 7 Hail Marys or something, right? Just one good dunk.
I got baptized again.
Baptized.
Yeah. And again, I'm sorry for putting you through that last episode. I was living the podcaster's life, cocaine and everyone behind me.
Were you doing cocaine?
No.
Oh, dude. It was like, it's always fun to hang, but I had like a lag on my end, and you just had like a room full of girls partying. It was so hard to hear that I was afraid we weren't going to get like, the full delivery. But at the same time, if ever there's a reason to have any sort of wavering, it's a bunch of chicks partying behind you. Like, but that's
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's kind of
one
what
way
you got to do.
That's one of my proudest moments.
Dude, that's fantastic.
Sad that I couldn't be a part of it now, to be honest. I was on a little road trip.
So where were you going?
I went to Kerry for a weekend.
Kerry.
What is Kerry? What is that?
Kerry is like
Kerry Gold Butter in
Kerry is
States?
like the biggest tourist spot pretty much in Ireland.
Outside of Dublin.
Really?
Outside of Dublin, yeah.
And
It's
and
like
that is where
they filmed
butter?
they filmed like Star Wars and shit down there.
Star Wars, all
Some
kinds
of
of
it,
shit.
yeah.
Oh, so it's a huge deal.
I mean,
Yeah.
it was pretty big. I saw a dolphin. That was pretty cool.
You saw a dolphin?
I saw a dolphin, and I was taking a picture of the dolphin. Thomas is like, "Oh yeah, you doing nothing fun today, buddy?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna see Funky the dolphin." He's like, "That fucking dolphin, he fucked my wife," and I was just like, "Oh, I'm sorry."
Isn't that? I've heard that about dolphins. They're supposed to be like the sweetest thing, and they're so intelligent and all, but yeah, they're a little on the rapey
Oh
side.
yeah, no.
they're fucking
I looked
crazy.
I looked it up this morning. All right, they don't actually rape fish, but what they do is they'll murder another dolphin's calf so they can reproduce with that dolphin.
You know what? All right. Strangely enough,
Oh, lions do it?
I feel a little bit better knowing that's the rationale, and that sounds crazy, but only because did you know tigers do the same thing?
Yeah,
That's insane.
same with lions.
Bro, who keeps
You know
wanting to save the fucking dolphins and lions? What the fuck?
Yeah, no, but like everyone's saying, I don't know if it's true now, but everyone's saying that like dolphins use fish as like pretty much fleshlights.
Oh, would you stop?
It's horrible, but apparently it's true. They rape the fish.
Dude, well, I kind of hope is true because one, like on my scale of like animals that I feel bad eating, fish, I could stomp out a fish. You know what I mean? Like I don't give a fuck about fish. Like because they don't love me. You know what I mean? Like I'm never gonna get the fish isn't gonna come up and like lick me. So fuck fish. I'll eat a fish like it's an apple. I don't give a shit. But
Motherfucking
The
prawn
idea
ain't gonna come over here and lick me.
no, that's why like. You know, on the rare occasion that you might think that a cow actually might come over and give you a lick, you feel a little weird about a burger, a little, but you know, like, but that's why we don't eat dogs because we're civilized because they love you and they get excited when you come home. Fish don't care about you. Fucking grill it up. But who cares? What the idea that a dolphin would use it as a fuck toy? It only makes me like dolphins more. That's awesome. That is awesome.
Can I just point out, look at this smug little shit, this fucking dolphin. See all these pictures where he's jumping out of the water? That fucking shit does not happen. He just fucking pokes up for a second, then he's gone.
Yeah.
Funky the dolphin is like one dolphin who's very famous in Ireland.
He's one
for some
dolphin.
reason.
I believe he's like 32. Is
Yeah.
he 32? And I think they live to like 50 or 60. We got all these pictures of him jumping out of the water, and like all he does is like follow a boat, and then just like the fin comes up out of the water, and he's gone.
Does he get fish? He gets like treats for that, rewards.
I honestly don't think he does.
Kill 12, fucking.
I think that's why he stays around. I think they did that.
He's just a really he's just got some flair.
Kind of felt bad for the guy because, like, we like every time one of the boats spotted the dolphin, all the boats would fucking swarm that area. They'd be like, "There's a fucking dolphin! Go!"
He must love that shit, though.
With an
he keeps
Irish
doing it.
accent.
I would think he's smart enough to deep dive if he wanted some privacy. Like, oh God.
It's like the guys
Yeah,
that
he probably loves the attention.
police chase here in KTLA to wave to all their fans. Like, hey,
Yeah,
how's it
they
going?
love it. Yeah.
Like I'm on TV for a negative reason, but I'm still on TV.
Yeah, people.
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah, I think they love the attention. He must.
Probably, yeah.
Speaking
Gets
about
all-
loving the attention, did you guys watch the UFC last night?
I did not. Was it good?
Fuck yeah.
I watched a little bit of the main card. They were eating punches.
They were.
It's wild.
Did you
I
see
was really
O'Malley's fight?
shocked.
What was it? O'Malley?
Yeah.
That sounds like one of your boys right there.
He broke his own foot.
He's not one of our boys.
He's actually, isn't
Oh.
he from California?
That's some YNC shit right there.
Yeah,
We gotta go look
broke
that
his.
up.
Yeah, wait, was it nasty? Did he fall over? Like, was it a pretty
He
big
like
thing?
no,
He
he
went
like
to fake a
tripped,
kick and broke his own foot.
no, he like tripped over his own foot and then like fucking tried to lean on it.
Oh,
Like the
It's his
living
first
shit.
loss as well.
Yeah, it was his first loss. I think he was 12-0, and now he's 12-1.
And on.
wow.
Well, that's great
Actually,
because apparently he's a dick.
Yeah. He says he wants to do it to become an A-list. That's his own words. So, good luck with that.
Well, yeah, he's gonna have. I mean, there's so many good puns on that. Like, he's gonna have to step up. He's gonna have to grab his career by the bootstrap. I mean, you could, dude. I almost did a set years ago when Pistorius killed his wife. The guy, there were so many. He was trying to give himself a leg up. I mean, you could go on and on.
Oh,
You really could. That's twisted.
Yeah. If you're doing it to get famous, you're doing it for the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
Like,
Wait, so
you're a comedian because you're fucking funny.
I would rather someone be a UFC fighter and be like, oh yeah, so why'd you get into UFC? Well, I like to beat the shit out of people. Instead of being like, I want to be famous.
Wait, I thought you were saying somehow the foot stunt was to get him more press. He is in the UFC?
He's in the UFC.
But like the UFC venture, the whole point of UFC for him is to become an A-list celebrity.
He says he's doing it to become an A-list.
He's gonna get fucking wrecked.
He wants to be the next Conor McGregor.
He looks like
he wants to be bigger than Conor McGregor.
Sorry, he looks like 6'9" if 6'9" was a UFC fighter.
He's 6'9"?
No, he looks like the fucking SoundCloud rapper 6'9" if 6'9" was a UFC fighter.
Oh, this guy's a clown. Well, you know what?
He has multicolored dreads.
Rainbow head looking ass.
Yeah, like Thomas, bring up a picture of him with the rainbow dreads. Do it. Disgust Paul completely here, please.
Get a better picture.
A better picture, yeah.
This is him like right after he got fucked up.
He's a circus clown.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
That is. That's a circus clown. Dude, he looks like a fucking snow cone on his head.
One of my favorite things with you is when we get on and we start talking about someone like that we don't like, you're like, okay, time to fucking roast them.
Yeah,
yeah.
It doesn't matter who they are. Like Paul's just like, oh yeah.
Like, oh, that random guy on Reddit? Fuck that guy.
I'm about to be in the house. I'll hit you after this.
Paul has big yo mama energy.
He does.
Oh yeah, I got yo mama for days. Whatever you need.
he just pulls up on somebody. He's like, your shoes weak, your hair weak. Get the fuck out of it.
Oh, dude. Oh, I tell people my opinions on them at fucking traffic lights. It's if anything, I should curb it a little bit, and I have. But yeah, no, I definitely cut people down to size pretty quickly. If they're pricks, I'm a pretty good judge of character. You know what I mean? Like I very, very much value decency. And if I think somebody's very way off from decency, oh yeah. Yeah, I make them cry a little bit. Definitely.
That's why we love you.
All right. So the burning question everyone wants to know is, did you buy the fucking Costco meat pallet?
Dude. Fucking Costco, man. They got
Thomas, can you pull it up?
Chicken from there, and I think it fucked me up. I think the chicken fucked me up. So no, I didn't buy the hot tub size meat pallet. Not me.
What the fuck was that? Just meat. You don't need to know anything else. Meat.
Like
what do you want? It's meat.
Wait, do you think that maybe, just maybe, that it was the fucking lifetime supply of ground beef?
Dude. Somebody, you know what? Yes, I think there is a consistent tracking in my life right now between copious amounts of meat and my life path, and I'm not sure I appreciate it, but it's unavoidable. You know, I don't know. I'm not sure what the cause of that is, but I mean, hey, I grew up vegetarian until I was 12. I didn't have meat until I was 12 years old. Maybe life's just trying to catch me up to speed.
Yeah, they're trying to be like, oh, hey, you missed out on 12 years of meat, so here's a lifetime supply of meat and a Costco meat slab.
Yeah.
Dude, I was a fat kid. I was a fat kid because I didn't know about meat. I used to eat like fucking bread sandwiches and shit, just mayonnaise.
Here's a question for you, actually. Do you butter your sandwiches, or do you just use mayo?
Dude, I would just have like a slice of cheese and mayonnaise. And that shit was my lunch because I didn't know. I'd have like 6 of them too because you don't get filled up.
So Paul, what you're saying is you don't put butter on your bread?
Oh, brother, I mean, if it's toast, I put a lot of butter. I'm a big butter.
That's really weird. Like we put butter on our sandwiches. You guys put mayo on them. What happened? Where did we get mixed up in translation?
Hold on. You know, I'm coming to appreciate Ireland more and more quite a bit. And you know,
Thank you.
Yeah, you guys are a big part of that. You guys, you know, I think the Irish government should be aware of the impact you're having on foreign awareness, your strong culture. I think you guys some sort of, I don't know, like a bench with your name on it to start or some shit. At least
that'd be nice. That'd be nice.
shockingly, awfully Irish. Lock, right? Is that how you guys do it? Lock? Yeah. Lock awfully. Awful.
Well, you could say they named a county after us, because no, we live in a county called Awfully.
They're gonna rename the county Awfully Irish.
Yeah.
Wait, it's really called Awfully? Like spelled?
It's not like AWF. It's like OFFA. No, OF. Is it FF? Yeah, it's OFFALY. Yeah, OFFALY. Yeah. Sorry, I forgot.
You know, so that's interesting. So you guys do butter. So you'll have like butter and like roast beef.
Nope.
Fuck yeah.
Like butter and ham or butter and chicken and fucking
butter, bread, ham and cheese sandwich. You know.
You guys are more in the. I'm hearing a lot of ham.
Sandwich, you know, chip sandwich.
What the hell's a chip? Oh, like fish? Is fish a chip sandwich?
No. Like fries on a sandwich.
Oh shit! What the fuck, man?
They're called chip buddies.
They're called chip buddies.
Have you ever seen one of these?
All right, here we go. A crisp sandwich. So a chip. This is like a chip sandwich, like
it's
your
super
chips.
Irish. Get the one at the bottom right. It's Tato.
Okay. Yeah. Wow. I mean, like when you're a kid, we do that shit over here. Like,
or when you're like 40, doesn't matter.
Yeah, man.
No,
everyone does this.
But wait,
the fucking crisp sandwich outlives time.
So here's the thing: like, if you're a kid and you're awesome, then you stuff chips inside of your sandwich. But there's other stuff. You're saying you guys it's 2 pieces of bread and chips.
Yeah, like cheese and onion flavored normally.
Hold on. Do you know what? Give me 2 seconds.
You have to make.
Oh, do it. You have one handy?
There you go. There you
have one,
fucking
like, in
go.
your drawer? Tato.
I do have a bag of crisps, so yeah. That's the fucking crisps. These are the only ones you're allowed to put on the goddamn sandwich.
I'm going to go on Amazon and see if I can order some Tato chips.
Oh my god.
Do you know Irish stores near you?
Motherfucker.
Irish store? Maybe. I'm in like
there's a
like there are a lot of like Armenian stores. I don't know if they're Irish stores. Maybe.
I mean, hey, like there might be.
Because our friend Tiffany in New York, she has an Irish store like right beside her. She keeps going in and getting all these different Irish snacks. Loves them.
Oh, I'm gonna look it up. Is that what you're looking up?
If you want this thing, it's called a crack pack, right? And basically what it is you can order like a box of Irish food sent from Ireland. It's like a company in Ireland. They send Irish food to people abroad, and you get all this range of Irish food, and there's like different packs and everything.
Yeah,
hey,
it's pretty crazy.
Hey, Crack Pack, sponsor us.
The only. Oh, okay. All right. Cool. Yeah, perfect. Because I thought you said a crack pack, like crack cocaine, like they were calling it. Like
yeah,
we do take inspiration from Breaking Bad.
We'll use we say crack all the time like it's a good thing. Like, oh my God, that stuff's like crack. I can't stop eating it. But I was hoping it was crack, as we were, like your word, because I'm trying to get down with that word, CRAIC.
Yes.
Yeah. Great.
Fucking Irish sausages.
Like,
Wow.
saying what's the crack? That must mean something really different in the US.
Well, a buddy of mine said that he had an Irish friend one time who said, "What the crack?" And for some reason, he found to be the funniest thing ever because he didn't really know what it meant. And it just sounded so unusual and funny and emphatic. And I remember my buddy saying that. I wasn't even there to hear it. And I still think about him saying that. So when one of you guys, I know we were talking not that long, so someone, maybe it was with Willem, used the word crack. And I was like, I'm just excited to have had a conversation with that in it.
I remember I went to Florida for like a trip in school.
Oh, God.
Me and a couple of my friends, right? And my friend would walk up to people, and we were in Universal, and he walked up to this guy who was selling keyrings. He goes, "Oh man, what's the crack?" And the guy goes, "No crack here, just keyrings."
Dude. It's an indiscernible, like it could easily sound like you're just trying to score some crack.
Yeah.
It kind of sounds like, like, yeah, these Irish kids that come over, they seem like good dudes.
Like,
They want some rock.
If you were acting weird on this podcast, I'd say, lads, what's the crack here now? And they'd
What's
be
the
like,
crack?
Yeah.
What's the crack here now? And they'd be like, oh, he's acting weird. I'd be asking like,
Okay.
what's going on? That's normally
Yeah.
what it means. What's the crack? What's going on?
What's the crack? Well, all right, good.
And then having the crack is like having a good time.
Having a laugh.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So
If you
it's
said someone
yeah,
is mad crack, you'd say they're good fun.
mad crack. Honey, you getting this shit? We're gonna have to start playing with this.
I'll have 3 orders of your finest crack, sir.
I just love that. I love that fucking look off screen. This, honey, you get this shit?
Yeah.
There's an FBI agent right beside him, like, oh,
Babe,
Not
you write
saying
this
that.
shit down.
He's
Get
like,
over
Yeah,
here.
we're
We're
getting
good.
cracked out.
We're
We're getting
good.
cracked out with the off the Irish.
yeah.
Oh my God. Yesterday we went snorkeling, my girl and I.
Oh shit.
That's nice.
Yeah, it was pretty fun in Laguna. I'll tell you a couple things that stood out from that little venture. So she's like, yeah, we'll hire, there's this guy, we can hire him. She found him online and he takes you snorkeling. Well, we did this in the Keys in Florida, and they take you out on a boat and you go out a ways and you see some exotic fish, whatever. Dude, we show up and we're at the beach. We're in Laguna Beach. We're up kind of above, like on the grassy area. And we're kind of wondering where the boat is. And we're like, yeah, so where do we go? Like, where are we going to be? He's like, oh, like right over there. Right off the sand. Like, we could have done it ourselves. We're kind of pissed. We're like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? Why did we hire a guy? It's not like we're doing scuba.
Yeah, nah, snorkeling isn't
That
that
happened to
hard.
me in France. They made us literally
Huh?
walk into the ocean.
What the hell?
I didn't have that problem. When I was in Australia, I went out to this island called Rottnest Island, and I brought like snorkel gear with me.
Yeah.
And literally, just like you just go in off the beaches. There's like this one beach where it's just like kind of a rock shelf, and then it drops off, and then after that, there was like fucking stingray and octopus and just crazy shit.
Great white shark.
Yeah,
Megalodon.
there actually wasn't a
That big water
pretty good. I
dinosaur
was
from
like, thank
Jurassic
God.
Park.
I snorkeled in the hold on. I snorkeled in an aquarium with these fuckers as well.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Now that's some wild shit. I mean, we saw fish that a dolphin wouldn't even fleshlight. We saw, like some base level.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah,
that's a
no,
dolphin.
Dolphin's like, no, go fuck you. We don't
Yeah,
have standards.
yeah, I don't
dolphin
even-
industry.
The dolphin wouldn't even get hard for what we saw.
What did I see? That was a gray. No, that's a sand tiger, and there was also I think black tip reef sharks, and
Holy shit!
and then a bunch of other fish. But these ones were like at the bottom of the tank. They were big long fuckers. I was like, yo, I'm not scared, but I respect the shit out of these creatures.
Yeah.
I
Dude,
don't know why. I followed the like Jurassic Park fucking 101 of just being like, okay, keep your heart rate as slow as possible, and just move very
Stealth
slowly.
mode. Stealth. Try not to emit the fear of a man seeing a shark in a shark's natural environment. Yeah. Good luck
Thank God
bottling
it
that
wasn't
up.
thank God it wasn't the shark's natural environment. It was like a 3
Well, yeah, I
million
guess.
liter tank, but like
Yeah.
I was just like, okay, that's pretty cool. And like I didn't even have to swim. They have this thing where it's like there's water coming in at certain points, so it like creates this like current that goes around the whole thing.
So
cool.
now, where was
But
that?
yeah.
What was that in Ireland? Like where was that?
No, that was in Perth in Australia.
Oh, no shit. Okay.
Yeah.
You guys have covered some ground.
There's three of us.
I was where the fuck was I? I went from November to February last year. So November last year until February this year. I was there.
That's a long. What? That's months. Like what?
Yes, three
is
months.
that like a vacation? Is that how you guys roll, or you had something going on, like an internship or something?
My brother there, so I went over, and it was kind of like a holiday where I didn't have to like fucking use a hotel, and then I haven't seen them in a while. I think like they've been over there about 7 years now, and I'd only seen them once in person in the last 7 years, so I was just like, fuck it, I'll go over for 3 months, and it just happened to be during their summer, so it was like 40 degrees Celsius. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. I think
Sounds hot.
I think it's in the 120s, maybe. That's
Like
the
cook an egg on
hottest
the
it got.
sidewalk, kind of hot.
Yeah, like that hot. Yeah, like get in the
Damn.
car and you feel like you're being cooked alive. Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, dude, were you guys near like the ocean? Could you cool off? Did you have some way to escape that? I mean, that sounds intense.
Yeah, like I was pretty much where the fuck like 8 minutes away from Nurse Beach by car, and so I can't drive, and so like whenever I'd be in the house alone, my brother's at work, his girlfriend's at work, the kids are at school, and I had a bike, so there wasn't a fucking chance of me getting to any beaches on that bike. I would die of heat stroke before I got to a beach.
Oh, wait,
but it was
no.
like every weekend I'd get to the beach anyway, so.
You said you can't drive. Is that because you don't have a license in Australia, or
because he's dumb?
Fuck off, Thomas.
Huh?
I don't have a license.
What?
You start getting your kind of lessons and stuff around 17 here, and then it's usual for you to get your driver's license at 18. And when I left, I was 17. I was gonna try and get my provisional license before I left, but then there was like fucking no time left, and
18 for you guys. In the US you can drive at 16.
Yeah, I know.
I mean,
Yeah, but
it's,
you can't drink till you're 21.
I was just about to say, but hey, at least we can drink at 18. I was like,
We can drink at 5 here, Paul Roseberry.
Yeah, I know that. You know what? That's a fair trade. That's a fair trade. I think they figure Americans need 5 years of driving before they can access alcohol, just as like a lead-in to being a decent driver. But you guys are like, no, we're going to get you drinking first. So then we add the driving second. You guys do it the other way. I like that.
Yeah, it's to get you used to drink. So it's kind of like if I deprived you of something for your whole life till you're 21 years of age, you're gonna go fucking crazy for it, no matter what it is.
I agree. Dude, I actually wonder. I mean, I don't really know how it all works, but like, I wonder what would happen if they just legalized everything, just the whole nine. I wonder if people would chill.
Switzerland legalized heroin.
How'd that work out?
They have no more heroin addicts. I'm
saying, man, like that. I think that's how you should do it. I really do.
When everyone's a heroin addict, no one is.
What's that?
Yeah, because like
they legalized it, and then there was that stigma around it, and they set up clinics, and you can go in there and you can say like, I need this amount of dose, and like they give you help to try to get out of it, to get off.
Yeah, it's like a fucking. The thing is like fucking even with this whole lockdown thing, when you're told you can't have something, you're like, fuck, I want it. But like, when it's just like, oh yeah, go on, fucking do it, see what happens, fuck it. You're like, no, I don't wanna. Because like even I know with like people who are like, kind of unemployed, like myself before lockdown. I was just like kind of staying inside, and I was just like, I'm kind of comfortable at this.
Yeah.
And the government were like, stay inside. Like, no, I'm sick of being stuck inside now.
Yeah. Dude, it's like that with the with the masks over here.
I was going to ask about that.
Yeah, so I've been all right. In LA, especially, they're very, very like intense. You got to wear a mask practically in your own house. I mean, they're so over the top with it, and so there's a lot of like pushback. People feeling like, like restaurants are open, you don't have to wear it in the restaurant. Like it's kind of inconsistent. I think not wearing a mask right now, you feel like a fucking cowboy. Like you feel like a badass. If you walk down the street not wearing a mask in LA, you might as well be riding an invisible Harley. Like it's just, you're automatically tough, but you're definitely like an outcast. You're like a jerk.
Yeah, like you're walking down the road and you're just like, yeah, I'm fucking cool. And then everyone's looking at this guy like, oh, is this guy fucking mentally deranged? Like, Jesus.
Exactly.
Have you seen that thing of the guy who wore 10 masks, smoked a pack of cigarettes, and ran a kilometer?
He ran a kilometer.
He did this to prove that masks aren't like
these
going to suffocate you.
Yeah, because all these people are like, oh, I don't want to wear my mask, I can't breathe.
Yeah.
And like, so like he was just like, fuck it, whole pack of cigarettes, 10 masks, and let's do a run.
See, so the thing is, like, we have friends in other states, and we're just talking to Chelsea's friend this morning who's in Vermont, and she was saying that they have to wear them, like in stores and stuff, but not when you walk your dog, not like in the neighborhood, like you're outdoors. Here. What's that?
That's what it's like here as well.
Yeah.
Like they made it so that you can't go into the shop without your mask on.
Sure.
Which is fair.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah. If you're in close quarters, that's understandable. But to be told you have to wear one just to like go for a walk down the street outside, you're like, geez, man, like this is like it's the end of the world. Like you feel like they're really coming at you. I think that the analogy for me is that not wearing a mask is the same profile of person who doesn't wear a condom.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And it's the same conversation. You're like, honey, don't even worry about it. You're not getting anything from me. I'm totally clean. And they're like, but have you been tested? And you're like, I don't need to be tested. I'm good. I'm good. Just don't even worry about it.
Fuck. Like,
I feel like you've been working on this one. This would be a great one for a comedy show.
I think, because there's actually a backside to it too, because those same people, they account for increasing the population accidentally. They have a lot of kids they didn't mean to have, those people. They definitely, so they contribute to the population in that way. But then those are the same people who accidentally reduce the population by coughing on people and killing them by accident. You're like, they didn't know, I didn't know I was going to kill that guy with a sneeze. I just killed 3 people at the grocery store.
Think the masks we're wearing are bad now. Thomas, can you look up the plague masks from like actual plagues?
With the beak, the cone nose,
the fucking huge, fucking big ass mask.
Could you imagine people
the scariest shit
in this shit instead?
Yeah, could you imagine if you had to walk around with that thing fucking strapped to your face? Like
Dude, that is the devil.
That is the devil. That is fucking terrifying. Imagine just seeing someone walk around like, what the fuck is he wearing?
So I'm glad this came up because I've been seeing that image around, but I thought that was like a particular, like a masquerade kind of thing. So is there a function to the beak?
They used to think that if they put like herbs and stuff in there, that they'd be fine. They thought the plague was spread by bad smells.
That's what it is. So
they
that
put
was
like
actually...
lavender and flowers in there.
Get the fuck out! The things you learn.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
but terrifying. What a terrifying getup, especially.
Yeah,
does he have,
imagine
like,
your
a
government
stick?
was like, here, look at this big fucking beaked mask. Y'all gotta wear this if you
Dude.
go out.
I don't know. Yeah, I'd be getting my passport ready.
Yeah, get the.
I'd be the fuck out.
Yeah,
Where would
more
you
of
want
a
to
story. Yeah,
Where you are right now is crazy.
Yeah,
It's intense. It's intense. It's like, because when we went to Laguna is Orange County. It's not Los Angeles County. And it was more relaxed. Like, you wear it inside of a store, but you can go to the beach and just chill like it's normal. Because also they say like sunlight kills it, like the open air, parts per million disperse. You're not going to get it like outside probably, but in LA,
these
man.
pictures of a Dublin bar last night. Don't know if I talked about it. I was super pissed off when I saw this. This is a bar in Dublin yesterday.
Are you fucking kidding me?
3 counties in Ireland are under lockdown, including ours. We're not allowed to leave the county. And this was a bar in in Ireland's capital,
Which is not under lockdown, even though it has so many more cases than us.
Huh.
I got one thing to say. Motherfucker.
Well, so I can't see entirely.
Bullshit.
It's a small mystery, but it's a pretty packed bar. These guys are going nuts.
fucking packed to shit.
Look at that guy. Is that guy wearing just a fucking waistcoat?
Yes.
Yeah.
Waistcoat, and he's also wearing a mask. So you got to give props where props are due, I guess.
Alright. Yeah, but like his tits are showing.
I gotta zoom this. Can I zoom this shit? Oh, I totally can. Oh, what the fuck? I've been missing out on life. Oh, wow. Yeah. That guy's going balls out. Good for him.
Yeah.
That guy's crazy.
That's crazy.
If nothing else, so like I really enjoy a good conspiracy theory, and not that I subscribe, but I just love hearing them.
Yeah.
And could you ask for more fodder for conspiracy than a global pandemic and lockdown and masks and fucking Bill Gates and all?
Alex Jones has been talking about this forever.
They're just changing the batteries in the birds.
Here we go. Here's the 3. Wow.
The birds. That's
They're changing the
hilarious.
batteries in the government drone birds.
Dude.
See, they're running out of batteries, so they're like, oh shit, we got to do something. So they're just changing the batteries in the birds.
So people can't go
I
outside
love
and see if there's birds.
Oh my God. I love that shit. I love hearing, because people are so, like people want to, I don't know, they just want to think that life's more exciting than it is. I think that's what it is. They want more excitement, which I can understand.
Exactly. Like there's 3 fucking main theories. The one is like, all right, China were trying to wipe out the population of elderly people in China.
Yeah.
2, it's caused by 5G towers.
Which it is.
Yeah.
Oh, but that's true.
Yeah.
Come on. That's undeniable.
Fact.
Here's
Fact.
the evidence.
Oh, God.
And
Have you
What's
heard
the
the
third?
evidence, Paul?
3
No,
is actually
didn't think so.
famine part 2 from Ireland.
Famine. Dude, wiping out the seniors, though. Wiping out the seniors, I could see that from early on. I'm not saying I believe it, but dude, think about it. Right? Because here's the thing.
It's like
dude,
China are all about efficiency, and like if they have people, yeah, exactly. And if they have people who like aren't working in their country and just like not doing anything, they're just like, like, would anyone really care if these people weren't around? And like,
yeah, we got to mow the lawn a little bit. We got to trim the grass.
Yeah.
It's
horrible.
That's what it is. Dude, we don't have fucking village elders anymore. We have like fucking twerk. We got 12-year-olds who twerk. Our eyes are off from the contribution of like people with wisdom and life experience. We don't give a fuck about that. We want 15 seconds of TikTok, make me laugh, and then I'll hate you in a minute.
One thing that scares me is the people we listen to for our political advice. Be some like 20-year-old in college.
Sorry now, but your president told you all to ingest Clorox.
I know. Listen, but here's the thing, though. I'll say this. I don't know if I've said it on here. One, I don't think our president is a real job anymore. I don't know if I'd said it on here. My theory is that the president is to the government as Ryan Seacrest is to American Idol. He's just the guy that holds the mic and reads what's in front of him. That's it. He's not Simon Cowell. Simon Cowell makes the decisions. He's just the guy up front.
Came up with the idea. Oh, we should drink bleach.
I don't know. But so yeah, and I find him very entertaining. Because we've had. I kind of enjoy it. I do a little bit as a comic. I kind of enjoy it because think about this. Think about when you're in school, say you're in high school, and the last thing you care about is school, right? You know, there's so many other things going on, girls, parties, weed, beer, whatever. The last thing you care about is school. But if you had a guy, like a substitute teacher, if Donald Trump became the new, like the principal of your high school, and he was like, I've gotten rid of your math teacher because she was ugly. That's it. You know, she was ugly. She's gone. You'd be like, holy shit. Wait, did you guys hear about the new principal? And he's like, and I've replaced her with my friend because I golf with him. Then you'd be like, oh, this guy's out of his fucking mind. Hold on. I'm going to school on Tuesday. I'm going to show up. I'm going to show up because I want to hear what this guy, you know, your gym teacher's stupid. I don't like any of his sports. You'd be like, this is fucking awesome. Your high school would shut down, you know, like it wouldn't last long.
Yeah, it would go to shit.
Yeah, but you'd be more interested. You'd be like, all right, I'll go to class one extra time just because there's a crazy person talking a lot of shit. I find it amusing.
Trump's advisor said
it's kind of funny because our first guest on today was really pro-Trump, or at least one of them was.
Really?
Yeah.
You know, like I don't subscribe to knowing a lot about politics. I really don't. My opinion is that basically once I heard about Monsanto, I was like, okay, this shit's over. Kennedy was the last president whose opinion was attempted and they shot him. So everyone else was like, oh, okay. So I wear the suit and just say what you tell me. All right, I'll do that now. So I kind of don't think that you can really do well or poorly as a president. I think you're just like an amusing character. But yeah, and I do like that he has balls. I like people with balls. You know, I like the idea. Whether he's right or not, I don't know. But I just like the idea that
still there.
Yeah, she's around here. But it's fun to it's just fun to hear a guy who's like, yeah, we're getting fucked by China, so I'm gonna put my foot in their ass. You're like, all right, cool. I don't know if it's true, but I like that he's willing. Yeah, fuck yeah. Put our boots on. We're going to kick some ass.
This thing was just that, like, you know, when he's just not listening to this fucking report. It's like, oh yeah, this reporter was just like, oh yeah, you keep calling it the Chinese virus. Why do you keep calling that? It's like, because it comes from China. And he's just like, no, it comes from China.
Oh yeah, we've always left. He says China. It's pretty funny. He has a funny delivery. Yeah, I think it's. I mean, and also the thing is, here's the thing that makes people like him over here is that like the people who don't like him, and there's like a gradient, all right? So on the polar end of things, the people who love Trump, they're kind of crazy. You know, they like drive around shooting out of the back of their pickup. Yeah, okay. But the people who hate him, they're like intolerable also. You know, like if they think for a second you do something that they don't like, they're like, yeah, you're probably a Trump supporter. You're like, what?
Yeah.
I didn't even say his name. And they're like, yeah.
Yeah, the middle ground is where it's at, though.
Yeah. Of course, that's the reasonable side of things.
Like, yeah, I don't give a fuck. Come on,
like,
just
yes,
as long as they don't blow the country up.
But he did this thing bad.
Of course. Yeah. But like, I think, you know, when you look at a guy like Jeff Bezos, he's got 100+ billion. You know, like you really think that guy's sitting around just wondering? He's watching to see if a president really mattered, then it could really affect his multi-billion-dollar global spanning corporation heavily, right? It could really impact. It could have negative impact if the election went wrong. You think a guy with that kind of power, who's that volatilely affected by an election, he just sits around with his one vote, wishing there was somehow he could have more power? Get the fuck out of here. The money's everywhere. Would. I would. I'd be greasing everybody. I'd be like, hey, I really want to have a new plant in Nevada. I don't know. What do I got to buy you? A yacht? Give me a tax break. I'll buy a fucking yacht. I don't give a shit. I'll buy your kids houses. Like, and then things, you know, so I think that's kind of, we're getting on a tangent.
Okay, so what I think we've learned from that part was that Paul should be president.
Paul should be president.
I would give it. You know what? I would give it a decent shot. I think. Yeah, fuck yeah, because I don't really. I got nothing to lose.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Our president,
Cheers,
Paul
bro.
Roseberry, well known for being on MTV's Yo Mama.
Oh my God.
Running
Yeah,
with Vice
dude.
President Bill Burr.
You know, they laugh
Dude.
at Trump because he was on WWE, but if you were up there, they would
was also
laugh
on
their
The
ass off, especially with
Yeah.
political debates. Like,
Oh
you
my
just
god,
go up
imagine,
like,
yeah.
your
He goes, like, yeah, like,
shoot's ugly, your shoes are gay.
like,
Dude.
your Jordan's fake, your hair. Yeah.
Yeah,
Your Jordan's
yeah.
fake, your hair shit. What's that little mustache? That little pedo stash?
Dude, that's exactly how it goes down. That's it. That's right there. In like a political debate, they ask me my opinion on something that I don't really know enough about. And I'd be like, I'm not talking to someone with stupid shoes like that. You're not even fucking tied. And as soon as he looks down, I'd be like, see, I just won. His shoes are tied, but I made him look. I just won. It's that easy. It's that easy.
Like, my guy, you gotta get with.
Has killed his opponent.
Yeah. Every
Roasting
other,
him too
every
hard.
other, every other member of the presidential race has dropped out because Paul Roseberry roasted them on national television.
Dude, my neighbor tried to get into some like social issue debate with me the other day, and I knew where I stood, but I didn't have probably nearly the backing that she did. Oh, all I said was, so she came at me with something. It was about like defunding the police or something like that, and I was like, I just coughed the name Ben Shapiro. I was like, Ben Shapiro, and she was like, what? And I said, Ben Shapiro. And she was like, I'm not going to listen to that fucking shit. And I go, see, you swore. I didn't. You broke. I stayed straight. I win, you lose. It was that easy. I didn't even have to know anything.
Do you ever
And
watch
she
that
was
guy?
fuming. Ben Shapiro?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's interesting. What do you guys think?
I watched him this morning. I watched him
No
this
shit.
morning.
I watched him this morning.
He's definitely interesting.
Yes.
He's
You
a
know-
character, all right.
He's a character. I
Yeah.
think he puts religion way too far ahead of everything else.
Dude, isn't it weird that you can have somebody, I mean, the guy's clearly of a brilliant mind. He's of a very logical mind. And yet he doesn't eat bacon. What the fuck?
He went on Twitter
I don't
the
know.
other day saying that a wet pussy is a medical disorder.
I actually heard that episode. Yeah, once in a while I tune in.
Wait, what the fuck? When?
Yes.
He was going off about WAP, that fucking WAP thing. Yeah. And I actually was a little, because I heard the whole thing. I was listening. I do a lot of driving out here in traffic. I listened to that episode, and he was going so far on about it. I was like, Shapiro, you're such a brain with numbers and logic. To hear him spend like a 10-minute tirade breaking down WAP, I was like, dude, you can't play that low.
Stay in your
Like,
lane.
don't. Just
Stay in your
don't. Stay exactly. I was like, don't stoop down for ratings. You're better than that. You know, like, come. It was weird. It was actually,
Like,
it was pretty
everyone's
weird.
making fun of him. I support him, but I'm making fun of that.
He's such
Well,
a
Yeah.
Well,
He's
I'm
a-
not going to go out and straight and say I support him. I support some of the things he says. Like the middle ground, as we said earlier.
Yes.
He comes out with a lot of sense and a lot of nonsense.
Dude, I mean, he's like, the first time I saw him, I think I shared the video with a few friends. He was like a fucking lawnmower. Like the guy,
He's just tearing
it's a
people down.
chainsaw. But it's almost like Forrest Gump grade factual statistic backing to everything he says. You're like, good Lord. Like, what? I don't even know if you're right, but your facts sound so deadly that I guess you must be. You must be right.
I mean,
I think he's really interesting. When I first heard him, I was like, why doesn't this guy run for president? Because he's just he makes so much sense. But
Definitely.
the problem with him, I think, is he's just kind of squirrely by nature. That's the issue. He seems like an angry little man. He's got that. He's
got something about him.
Thomas, can you pull up how short Ben Shapiro is real quick?
Yeah.
When he wrote
He's
a book,
got
apparently he's like in love with the idea of height. So anyone good in the book was tall, and anyone black didn't even serve a purpose in the book.
Wait, what?
Oh my
Yeah.
god, he's the same height as me.
Wait, he wrote a book?
Did. Look, he's wrote a lot of books.
Wait,
Only
he's
one
only
of them was
wait,
fiction.
he's only 5'6" and
You're
3/4.
saying
Oh,
only tall people got credit in his book? Anyone who was short, he discredited?
bro, he's
Yeah,
not
pretty
that
much.
tall himself.
Like he's in love with the idea of people being tall.
He's like,
Yeah, like tall people being powerful.
But wait, hold on. To the extent where like somebody who's brilliant but short, like himself, he would not have appreciation for. You think? Is he
Maybe
that
it's
swayed?
self-deprecation.
Poor little Ben. Oh,
Little Ben. He is so well composed, but you said poor little Ben. He'd punch you in the face.
Oh, he would jump as high as he could and swing. He might catch my chin. He might.
How tall are you, Paul?
I'm 6'1".
Oh,
holy fucking.
shit.
I think that's the sweet spot. I think it's a
Sorry,
good place.
Mr. Roseberry. I'll go back to.
Yeah, sorry about that, but the sweet spot for Ireland is like fucking 5'9" if you're lucky.
Hun, they're all 5'9". We're moving. By the way, we're heading to Ireland. Chelsea wants to go. We're at least gonna go for vacation. No, seriously. Like we have to have a pint sometime because we're talking about
Give us a
going.
shout. We have a lot of people
Would
coming
love
here
to.
after quarantine. We're meeting them. We're doing all kinds of shit.
We
We're going to
No
shows.
shit.
have a massive, awfully Irish event.
Oh my God! No, put it on the books. When travel's allowed, we're gonna get out there. But no, like wow, I didn't. So Ireland 5'9" is kind of. I heard.
Just look it up there. I want to make sure. I'm like, if I was to
You're
guess off
really
the top of my
conscious
head.
about your height now, aren't you?
No, I'm just
What's that?
wondering.
He's getting worried about his height now.
I'm
The
not
lads are
worried.
5'8",
about
and
it.
I'm
I'm good.
5'9".
You know what?
5'7"
No.
hat.
I'm taller
So,
than average.
wait, that's
bitch.
the average height, 5'7" and 3/4. I call that 5'8". I round up. 5'8". Okay.
All right, I'm average height. Let's go.
So
Okay.
look, my aunt had married a guy years ago who always made sure to tell you that he was 5'9" and a half. I swear to God, this is a grown adult. Would tell you he's 5'9" and a half. The national average is 5'9", so he was half an inch taller than the average. I know that because it was like rehearsed playbook on his end. So it's not that different here. But what's the height on that store? There's a store down the street. I think it's 5'8" and under. Is it 5'8" and under, hun? That 5'7". There's a store called maybe it's 5'7" and under. And I have to do some material on that. I have yet to do it. But I mean,
7 and under.
yeah,
Isn't that
maybe
like-
it's 5.
Isn't that like heightist?
Yeah, dude. Plus, think about the hierarchy inside the store. Think about the hierarchy. Think about a guy who's 5'7" and a half.
The council of
walking in.
5'7s.
Oh, dude, anyone over 5'7" who's in that last golden inch walks around that store like they're fucking like Wilt Chamberlain, like they walk around like they're the tallest, baddest motherfucker, just going there, probably not even to buy stuff, just to shit on some 5'2s, just to like feel superior, just you're gonna find them. It's a great place to see some 5'2s. I can only imagine. Or like the guy who, maybe you go there like in high school. Well, I don't think guys in high school. Yeah, I don't know. I would love to go and just feel the energy concerning height at a place like that.
Yeah.
I think they're all. Do you think is it like a shop or do you think it's like a club?
Oh my God.
What if they had like a cult in the back room, like a 5'7" cult?
What? A club? Can you imagine a club where it was understood that all the men were below a certain height? I don't know what women.
Yeah, it's like a 5'7" gentleman's club.
Yeah. Like some pipes,
Fucking
cigars.
what?
Everyone's sitting down on chairs that they're set particularly high. The legs of the chairs are high, so they feel like their normal height when they
And
sit.
they have a exactly like 5'7". So if you like graze the door at all, they're just like fucking invasion of the body snatchers, like squealing.
Oh my God. Like I kind of want to go in, but I feel like they would look at me like a real asshole. You know, like if I walked in the door, they'd be like, "What are you doing here?"
They were like, "This is sacred. You
Are
must be
we
5'7".
Are we segregated by height now? Fucking, that's news.
Yeah. What
What's
if they had
crack
like
there?
a jacked bouncer, some guy at the door who's like, "Hey, sorry, buddy," and then he points to one of those things they have for the roller coasters. You have to be at least this tall.
Yeah, he's like 5'7", but he's jacked as fuck. He's like
Totally.
600 pounds of pure muscle.
Yeah, pure
Look
muscle.
how tall Joe Rogan is. He's supposed to be pretty short.
He's pretty short. He is. I bet he's 5'7".
But he's only like 5'8" or something. And
Yeah.
I gotta make fun of him for that.
I almost met him one time. I saw him at the Comedy Store a couple times.
Oh shit.
You ever perform
And,
there?
5'7", I believe that's 5'8" or 7 even. He might be. He's 5'7". He's part of the fucking club.
Wow, he could shop.
Rogan is the leader of the fucking 5'7" cult.
Dude, my girlfriend went to a show and saw him. She said his hands are like bricks. She said his hands are like fucking like.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah. No shit. He could shop at that store. You know, did you guys ever listen to his pod?
Always.
A lot, yeah.
Do you really?
I listened to it today. Listened to it yesterday.
Oh shit.
Listened to it the day
I
before
listened. I'm a couple behind, but I pick and choose. I don't really do like I listen to all of them. But Alex Jones is taller. That's good for him. Yeah. So he's moving out of LA. You guys heard
I was
this?
just gonna ask you about that. You consider anything like that? Because it's crazy over there.
Dude,
Like, normal people are leaving as well.
you know, it did hit me when I heard that he was leaving. It wasn't that because he was leaving, it was his reasoning. And just hearing it bullet pointed, dude, LA is fucking disgusting. This is a
It's not what it
shithole.
used to be.
It's a
We live in
shithole.
the middle of nowhere, and we have a higher standard of living than you guys.
Dude, I mean, I'm from New Hampshire, which is probably closer to the way you guys live. There are trees and, nature and shit. It's not like, you don't have to crank a telephone off the wall or anything. But, you feel like you breathe air and live like a human should. It's pretty bad here. It's pretty bad. So, I mean, my girl and I were talking, we've got to really try to take what we need from this place and see if there are, maybe like some hosting jobs, try to do something that's Hollywood based and push it hard. And then, get the fuck out. Get out of here.
But just a fair bit. Would you ever consider the kind of idea of being a big fish in a small pond? Like if you went somewhere where there's less actors and shit, you'd be higher up.
So,
even if tiny LA actors came here, they'd be some of the biggest actors in Ireland.
Oh, 100%.
So I'm sure it's probably similar with the individual states.
So, there's like two parts to that. Like one, the most important thing I think is that as now I'm starting to post my material online.
Yeah.
So,
Which I love.
and thank you. You guys are the best. You really, I love that you guys love it. It makes me want to, do more because I haven't figured out the whole, algorithm and get it out there and stuff. So yeah, you guys' feedback is huge. Love it. But that makes me realize that I don't necessarily have to live in LA to do this. Like I could, anywhere with Wi-Fi that's where you live. You live online, you post your material online. So it's not so much about being near certain venues. And then, if you're really doing well, then the proof of that is that you can travel. You can book yourself outside of where you live. Like LA, the comics who live here, they work out at the Comedy Store regularly, but then they go do, shows all over the country and make 10, 15, 20, 50 grand a night. Yeah, and even that's probably low on some of these guys. But so, I would get the fuck out of this hellhole and go live someplace enjoyable and actually have a life, of course. Because it's nasty, man. I actually watched Mad Max last night just because I've been seeing these memes that Mad Max took place in 2020, and I was like, it kind of feels like, dude, it's like next year.
I was just thinking there when you were talking about like what you need. I'm not saying to come to Ireland, but if you were in Ireland right now, you'd be in the top 10 for our comedians from the moment you got here. If you
Honey.
did it with Northern Ireland, you'd be even higher up there.
Don't tempt me with a good time, sir.
Well, I'm sure it's like that with certain states.
You know, yeah, but like I've lived in Boston, I lived in New York, I've lived in LA. You know, I mean, I'm from a quieter state. I don't know, like my girl's from Florida, we visited there. Like it's kind of I don't want to go to Austin, Texas. Fuck that. Like
Hey. Become Dakota's biggest comedian. Let's go.
Dakota. The thing, you know, like there's something to be said for, you know, momentum. You kind of got to prime the pump a little bit, you know, like yeah, if you were to go to an area that had part two of the answer to that, I think, which is most important, is if you go to an area who appreciates your style, that's huge. If all of Ireland thinks or were to think the way you guys do, I would be out of my mind to sleep here another night. Like, you guys get good comedy. You guys, you know, like, I like the way you think. You guys get some of the things I say. Dude, fuck traveling. Yeah, done. We would live in Ireland. So
Yeah,
if
you're our
there's
second
a place,
comic on tonight.
What's that?
You're our second comic on tonight.
Dude, well, I'll have to look up to see the other one because, I mean, you guys have good taste. I got to say, was the other one in LA?
No, he's from Ireland. Stephen Cowboy Kelly.
I got to see what the Irish are up to. I got to know. Yeah, man, it's yeah. I think the key these days is online, and I mean, I'm gonna be posting a lot of stuff. I'm actually gonna expand a little bit, not just comedy, but I'm getting into like some real I don't know, existential might be the word. Like, because I've coached guys on dating before. I've coached confidence. That was why I was excited to see you had a guy who teaches confidence a few episodes ago. So as I'm getting into, there was a guy I had commented that I was really interested to see. I thought it was a few people, but it was one guy. It was like maybe 2 weeks ago. He's got it was like for men's mental health.
Yes. Yes.
This man up.
Yeah. So yeah, like I'm going to be getting into more of that as well. So it's going to be mostly an online based presence. So,
well, if you need any help with that, obviously we're here. We've become experts over the last 100 days.
No, you guys are a resource.
Yeah, definitely. Like, no, honestly, we don't mind giving anyone a hand. And you know, I don't know. Do you use tags in your videos, or how many do you use, or what kind of tools do you use to figure them out?
So I'm just starting to learn this because I thought I was using tags before. But I've learned just the one kind of beginner step is to use tags with smaller followings, so you have a little more
very specific
noticeability.
tags.
Yeah, dude, that Costco bucket of meat picture that I posted, I had 1,000 views. Definitely in the first day. I was getting a couple hundred an hour at one point in the afternoon. I was checking every so often. It was unbelievable.
Yeah.
Because I was tagging, you know, like Costco and tagging meat. So it was bizarre, but they weren't like 35 million viewer hashtag or post hashtags or even 2 million. Some of them were like 35,000. And those are where I think you get more traction.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
If you want one of the days, do you have a laptop you can use?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, if you want one of the days, give me a call and I'll go through your YouTube and stuff with you.
Oh my God, dude. I will take you up on that. Maybe this week if you're around.
I'm around all week.
Oh my God, I would love it. Yeah, that's
give me a shout, I'll give you a hand.
Yeah, for sure. That would on the phone there. 100%. 100%. Yeah. Because that's the thing is that I love posting this stuff and I get good responses from friends, but I've got like 700 followers. So I got to figure out how to branch it out and get it out there. I mean, there are like services and stuff. Dude, I met a girl the other day, almost 400,000 followers, subscribers on YouTube. She has this thing. You guys have probably heard of it. Mukbang. Have you guys heard of it?
Mm-hmm.
What's that
I'd
now?
never heard.
It's where you like eat. It's like where you eat like a big fucking feast of food and like kind of just talk to the camera.
Oh yeah, that's we talked about doing that before. Like GMM does that. Good Medical Morning. Those guys do it. And Nick Weary does that. I don't know. That's not really for us, but it's kind of like a podcast.
I know.
I mean, I'd probably do it like one time maybe. Have like
Well,
a
that's the
We'll
thing.
do
the
it when
entire
Nick was
KFC
here.
menu.
Dude, I have no interest in that type of like, product, if you will. But it's just amazing that this girl, I met her. She said she didn't do any promotion, like just hashtags. And I was like, did you use any like these online services, or you pay them to like spread your content? No. 400,000 followers. She lives on it, pays her bills. Started a year and a half ago, and just got in at the right time. She's just eating ice cream and talking about a date and shit. I'm like, I fucking
So cool.
slave over my material. What is this shit? You just eat. What the
I'll
fuck?
send you on the stuff we use. We use a couple of resources to figure out like what tags to use. They're just like, Thomas, can you show them right now, like the Google extensions we use to get us more details?
Oh, I can't wait. Like seriously, because dude, I've reached the point where like I can't. It's very hard to have a real job anymore. I can't be. It's just it doesn't. Like I hate to say I can't be bothered, but I have better shit to do with my time. You guys can appreciate that.
And
You guys,
you're a talented guy, and what pisses me off is your platform isn't big enough. Like we should have been fucking crawling down on both knees, like, please, Paul, get on our podcast.
you guys are.
And you're like,
people may
nah,
think
I'm on
I
with
hate
Joe
to say
Rogan.
this. Come on. You know what? Well, wait till we get into some of the wait till you hear some of this like perspectives on life stuff that I have coming out on like how to view life and like some of it. Like I think we're gonna have some good talks about that. But you guys are unreal.
Click on one of those videos that you don't mind us clicking on one of your videos, do you?
Anything, whatever you want.
So we use this thing. We can compare our channel to your channel with TubeBuddy. It's a certain thing we use. So there you can see us, our views over the last few days. We're blue, you're red. Click in on A Man's Job, his most recent video.
Yeah.
Can you check the sidebar? See the tags and stuff he used? I don't know if Thomas's mic is working, to be honest.
I think it is.
Give it a sec.
Oh, I can see his mic working.
It's
Thomas,
loading
speak.
there.
Or not.
So
I can hear
this
him
thing,
clicking
video
his
Linux
mic
we
there,
have over
clicking
here.
shit.
See, like there's you didn't put in anything for the SEO score. The SEO score is what gets you viewed. So it's what YouTube algorithm. It's how it works. So I'll go through this with you on how to set this up.
You guys are a godsend. Oh my god.
You didn't have any tags on this. So if people look up Paul Roseberry, we come up before you do. You are Paul Roseberry.
Wait, under my search, you come up first?
Yes. Look
God damn, I live in the Stone Age.
Look.
That's
episode 1,
hilarious.
Paul Roseberry. Episode 2, Paul Roseberry.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
That, you know what? I have no problem with that, actually. That's good company to keep. But it would be nice if I came up first for my own name. It would be.
Yeah, but that's what I want to happen. So I'll give you a hand with that whenever you're free.
Oh, you're the best, dude. What do you know what day? You can check your calendar. Hit me up later. But you tell this is a priority for me.
This is a priority for me as well. Like I'm serious.
Me and Thomas are going to drop in on the call for a bit of fun.
Holy shit.
I can do it after the podcast if you're not busy.
Yeah.
Or we could do it tomorrow.
You know what? Tomorrow. Let's do tomorrow. I haven't I haven't eaten yet today. I might pass out trying to listen to what you're.
Go eat some food.
No. Don't worry, because I actually enjoy this. This is good for me. I've started intermittent fasting.
Ah.
Yeah, 38 pounds gone.
Gained.
Yeah.
Fair fucks. That's impressive.
Yeah, I heard it. It's like a slope. You kind of gain a few in the beginning, and then the payoff is long term. So it's totally normal. No, it's so yeah. I don't usually eat until like early afternoon anyway. But no, I would love to be focused and ready for that. Yeah, tomorrow. If you have time tomorrow, you tell me when. I'll make it work.
Perfect. That's perfect.
Oh my God, that's exciting. I've got a bunch of
Will you
stuff.
tracing Paul's face with the fucking cursor?
What is it?
Yeah. Stop
Thomas is
cursing Paul's face. Come on.
And Thomas is caressing
Doing
the
some
fucking
little-
shadow thing.
That's hilarious. Yeah, man, I want to get in on this fucking game. Dude, I've got a client who I worked with over the summer. He has 1.7 million YouTube followers. He has 7 million Instagram followers. I've got a guy I'm working with now. He has 15.6, I believe, 15.6 million Instagram followers. Like, I'm working with some people who have big shit going on.
Tell them
And I'm like,
you're trying to do this, and they'll probably offer it like, just like, hey, do you want to shout you out or something?
yeah. You know what? And one of the guys actually asked me, I didn't know if they were serious. It's like when we're closing the deal, they were talking about having me do some like punch-up writing for them. And I definitely would like to. I gotta see if they're, why not? I think it's a different audience though. The guy's like this like beautiful, like chiseled guy. I think his audience is like 15-year-old girls. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm the guy for that audience, but I mean, I'm sure I can figure something out.
How about those non-alcoholic drinks? Am I right?
I think you're the guy for every audience, Paul.
I think Paul's fucking hilarious.
Paul is
Like,
God damn.
I put up my story the other day because it's true. You're my favorite comedian. I tell my friends to check out Paul Roseberry. We've had Willem go and check out your stuff, and he loves it.
Willem hit me up directly.
Willem,
yeah.
Willem was like fucking. Oh, I was messaging Willem and it was like 3:00 in the morning one time, and he was just like, he's like, I've been watching the podcast, really fucking good, and I was like, oh, you want a good episode? Go check out the Paul Roseberry episode. He's like, I'm on the second one right now, and I was like, bruh. He's like,
dude.
He's like, I am falling out of the bed right now.
Yeah, you're saying.
Oh, I got some. You know what? And Willem's great. We like message a little bit. Yeah. It's you guys are awesome. Like, it's so cool to hear people who have heard me from a podcast and then go check out my stuff. And like, dude, it's like it's awesome. Yeah, definitely makes you not want to go to work.
Has Cameo done anything for you and your work?
Oh, you guys are the pinnacle of what Cameo has done. I mean, by all means. I think I did I do 3? I think I did 3 cameos. So I didn't even I got like $45 in like Cameo money. I gotta go take out. But
Cameo won't take us. We tried.
Come on. I will. All right. I wonder if I have enough pull from my yo mama to be like, listen, if you don't take the Awfully Irish, I'm leaving your fucking platform. You're about to lose Paul Roseberry. I've done 3 cameos in 5 months, and I'll walk. I'll fucking walk. Don't even think, and see, maybe if we can barter.
Bro,
I think I charge $10.
It would be a sad day for Cameo to lose Paul Roseberry.
God damn it. And, they should know this is how people meet. I can't believe that you guys found me because of Cameo.
What the fuck did Shiver Me Timbers?
Why are you Shiver Me Timbers? Yeah, Cameo was a great resource for us to find guests early on. But we've kind of moved on past that because it's not fair. Like, realistically, like, you're on there to get a bit of money for saying a few lines. It's not really fair to be like, okay, let's see if we can get them for free.
Yeah.
We've moved past that.
Well, you guys felt unethical about asking. Is that what you mean?
Fuck yeah.
Oh, God, you guys, is that a halo? I thought it was maybe lighting. Are those actual halos behind your head? That's like, you guys are too great. Nah, I wouldn't worry about that. I think most people on Cameo love any extra publicity. I would. You show me someone who feels that way on the receiving end, who's like, oh, these guys.
There's one guy. He's in Fast and Furious. I won't call him out. He's the second lowest. He was the second lowest actor, casting actor on Cameo. He wanted me to pay him to talk about him on our podcast for 40 minutes.
Dude. How much did he want, if you don't mind me asking?
He didn't say, but he said, how much are you going to give me? And this is like an actual actor. He's been in proper movies.
Dude. And that was the end of the conversation?
We've had people so much more famous say that they'd get on.
Yeah,
but,
they've been like, oh man, like I love Ireland, you know.
Spencer Gard, like he was a great example.
Spencer Gard. This guy was in fucking Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, like a Quentin Tarantino movie. He was the opening fucking scene. Thomas, look up. Don't even look up Spencer Gard. Look up Alan Kincaid. Once Upon a Time.
I didn't have the balls because we were starting off. I didn't have the balls to say, "Go fuck yourself" to an actor.
Yeah.
I said, right now we're not in a position to pay anyone who's getting on the podcast, but in future I'll contact you.
Man, yeah, in a future far, far away, in a far distant future,
fucking
man, that's shitty.
That's the wrong Alan Kincaid.
That's shitty.
It's
Allen.
King.
It's not Kincaid.
You know,
Allen.
Man.
Yeah, they are, Paul.
You know, so I got contacted recently by a charity, and they wanted some free comedy time. At first, I didn't know what the charity was, so I asked if there was a rate. I didn't know. You know, they reach out. Like a lot of charities actually do pay really well. Like I've heard comics, you know, there's like a loop of that. And they said that they weren't really in a position. And so I was like, not a problem. What is your charity about? And then I found out what the charity was, because a lot of charities are also kind of scamish. You know, you donate $100.
You've been on that.
Yeah. So I found out the charities for like kids. Okay, you know, kids and like high school girls who need help. Like, Jesus, all right, of course I'll do it for free. Dude, I reached out. They needed more comics, so I reached out to other comics to see if they would do it, and a bunch of them said no. And I was like, I don't think it's because they're not good enough people. Because I asked good guys and a girl, like I asked people who I like, but I think the reason they said no is because it's this sort of format, like a recorded from home, non-audience based delivery.
Oh yeah,
and
as well.
It is, but you're not getting overpaid. You know what I mean? You're donating it, and if they don't like it, they don't have to use it. But fucking put yourself out there. Go do it. Kick some ass. You know, like push yourself to do something new. It's COVID. Clubs are closed. You're a comic. You're trying to get somewhere. Somebody offers you an opportunity, and it's not even paid. Like, you don't have to feel guilty if it doesn't work out. Like, just fucking do it. The answer is yes. Of course, the answer is yes. It's always yes. Until you're somebody who's like, well, it would hurt my brand, maybe. You know, I don't know. Like, in case you have some like scumbag agent who's like, oh, yeah, I don't know.
That's the worst to deal with. Agents, they're so fucking annoying to deal with.
Yeah.
Like I've had some people say like, oh yeah, I can get on a problem, and then, but you have to get my agent's permission, and the agent's like,
Yeah, the agent's like, my client is of a very high standard. I don't think you understand. And you're like, no, bitch.
Like, there's a world outside of LA. Get your finger out of your ass.
You know, I wonder if that's just a squirrely person not wanting to admit that they're saying no and asking their agent to say no for them. Because last I knew, Joe Rogan pays fucking $0 to be on his pod.
He does.
Come on. Joe Rogan has no problem saying, I don't care who you are. You can be Neil Tyson deGrasse. Or deGrasse Tyson. I hope I didn't say that. You know, you can be Mike Tyson. You can be fucking Mike Tyson and be on his pod. He's not paying you because it doesn't hurt you. If anything, it helps.
Like, they're all his friends. They're people he talks to.
It doesn't hurt. You know, like the only reason somebody would have to fear that is if your client, if the talent is kind of like an idiot, you know, and they're really good at reading lines handed to them, but should never speak freely of their own volition in public, because it would, you know, like that's why.
Unnamed sword swallower couldn't do it because of their manager. 'Cause it would hurt
Sword
their
swallower?
brand. It would hurt their brand.
Dude, if your job is to put stuff in your mouth for money, maybe words shouldn't come out. That's all I'll say. That's all I'll say. That was said. And that spans as broadly as you care to think about it. You run with that, boy.
Oh, Jesus. I love that. I love that so much.
God.
What made you want to get on the podcast? Because we've talked to you a lot. I think you've been on more than any other guest, I think.
Really?
I think so. Oh, you're up there, like.
I like the hang. You guys are fun. That's it. You know? Dude, I like hanging with fun people. That's it. It's the bottom line. It's not like I'm overwhelmed with just awesome people to hang with. I'm like, fuck, there are only 24 hours in a day. And I just have so many great. No. So it's, yeah, you guys are fun. That's why.
Because he thinks we're fun.
Bruh.
Yeah.
I swear to God, before Thomas fucking.
Darryl got upset because he missed the podcast.
Yeah. No, I swear to God, the boys were like, "Oh yeah, did you message Paul for Monday?" And I was like, "But I'm gone away Monday." And they were like, "Oh yeah, we know." And I'm like, "Did you seriously fucking book Paul for a day I'm not here?"
We booked it before we knew you were going.
I was like, "Oh."
Hey.
And like before this, Thomas added you to the call, and I was like, "Fuck, man, I'm nervous. I missed the last one. Fucking love Paul."
There's gonna be a quiz. There's gonna be a quiz, man. We're gonna make sure you caught up and watched the last one. Yeah, no, you guys are a good time, and it's like it's fun when fun stuff comes up naturally. You know, it's not like when you watch like a late night and it's like, well, we've got to find a way to get to the planned material so that the 3-minute interview is fruitful.
We didn't plan a thing for this 100th episode.
Oh fuck no.
What's that?
We planned.
This is our 100th episode, and we haven't planned anything. We normally script it to a degree, but nothing today.
And then because it's just people that we've had on before and that we like really enjoyed having on.
We got on a lot of guests we were friends with personally.
Yeah, like that we messaged back and forth with. So like we had James C.
I've
Burns.
been talking to you a fair bit recently on the Instagram. Same with James C. Burns, who was on earlier, and not so much with Stephen Cowboy, but beforehand we were.
Yeah.
You know, I gotta say, you guys have something that's gonna take you far. 100 episodes in 100 days. I know we mentioned it earlier, but that's badass. That's nuts. That's fucking crazy, huh?
Wait till we get to a year of it.
Dude, at the end of a year, you'll have 365 pods. Like most people, I'm sure you could find the stat. You guys are good with these things. I bet you could find the drop off. I'm sure it's less than 20. I bet most pods that begin probably dissolve.
We talked to a lot of podcasts, and they normally give up very soon.
Yeah.
Isn't fucking Rogan in his like 1,200 episodes now, or is it
1,500?
1,500. Fucking hell.
I started listening when he was in the 9s. He hit his 1,000th like early into me listening. I got into it late. I didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't realize.
Yeah. No, I find it really helpful when like I fucking can't sleep and I'm just like, you know what? I want to kind of learn some new shit because like every fucking episode he has like some cool ass person.
His anti-aging video was so good.
The other night I couldn't sleep and I watched his Forrest Galante video and that was fucking so good. They were talking about like he's a biologist and they were talking about like thylacine and fucking like how fucking saltwater crocodiles were like attacking these villages or what the fuck is the name of that massacre? Apparently there was like a massacre in World War II or no, World War One I think even where these fucking Japanese soldiers were like picked off by fucking alligators or saltwater crocodiles, either one.
Saltwater crocodiles, it's oceanic.
Yeah.
Okay.
I look up fucking Japanese crocodile massacre.
What was the
I hope
reason?
it's not a movie because that sounds like a bad movie title. No, they got stranded somewhere. I think on like an island or something like that,
And
That
these fucking
sounds like
crocodiles.
James's famous movie, Dino Croc versus Super Gator.
Thomas, you there?
He's not too proud of that game or that.
Look
movie.
up, just look up Japanese soldier crocodile massacre.
You know,
After
as
this,
we're looking
we're
for
gonna
that,
finish up because
Crocodiles,
we got a lot of things to
crocodiles.
do.
There we go.
oh
Crocodiles.
yeah,
Where's the fucking crocodiles go? Crocodile attack there. Boom. Is it World War II? Was it World?
It was World War II if the Japanese were there.
Yeah. And he's like these fucking 100-year crocodiles, and apparently they're still out there kicking. They're fucking. There was like
the same crocodiles are still alive.
The same crocodiles, because there was some fucking guy.
Well, they can for like 200 years.
Yeah, there was some kid.
Serious?
There was some fucking kid who was like in this village where they were or whatever, and he was out fishing with his buddy and got attacked by one of the fuckers, and he fended it off, but it fucking. He's like, I can't remember how old he said he was. It was like
Even worse.
16.
Actually, they don't live to be 200. There is no confirmed like age that they reach. They just
They
keep
live
growing
infinitely.
and growing till they starve to death or get a disease.
Okay, that's
Dude,
fucking crazy.
tell me we're not going to harness that part of their DNA in the next 20 years. You know,
It's hard to say.
I mean,
I don't know how many
I've-
people were killed though in this thing.
I've batted an idea for a movie around for a long time about how there is going to be a divide at some point because we'll figure out with stem cells how to live forever, but then we're also going to have to figure out like how to control that population. You know, like imagine we all live to the age of crocodiles. We've got
What if
7
we,
billion
like-
people.
Like
What if-
Jeff Bezos lives forever. He's gonna suck us for everything we have. All our
What
money
if we figured
gone.
out how to like live
Like
forever,
eventually
and
they'll
then
have everything.
how like what if we figured out how to live forever and then forgot how to die, and then we had to figure out how to die again?
Fuck.
Well, all right. Here's the thing. I thought of this after a joint one time, a long time ago. Yeah, and it hit me. It hit me just like that. Here's the concept. So with stem cells, we figure out how to no longer die of old age, right?
Yeah.
So the science and government get together and say, here's the deal. You can have this, but you have to agree to be sterilized. You must. Because we can't just have you fucking forever and cranking out kids for 700 years. We're gonna have too many people. So you gotta agree to be sterilized. If you agree to be sterilized, then you can live at
Fair.
right? And you can live at your genetic prime, whether it's between 18 and 25, whatever that is, just your genetic prime, and you can live forever. Now, those people are called the eternalists because they're going to live eternally, essentially. Now, people who say, that's terrible, I don't want to live that way, it's too weird, I just want to fucking, die old, I'm good. Well, they become the minority, right? Because they're not even as strong physically, but there's such like a takeoff where you would have, this is where it gets kind of sick. If you think about it, you would develop a leader within the eternalists. Somebody would say, all right, look, the reason we have problems in society is because all men die young. Even if you die at 100, it's just you haven't lived long enough to see past like murder, theft, all these bad things. If you lived to the age of 500 or 700, you would see past all that and you would want to just explore more in life. You'd become a doctor and then a lawyer and then an art, you could do everything. It would seem foolish.
500. You would care so much less about the bad things in life.
Exactly. So this guy says, look, if we focus and we all become, if the eternalists are the only people on the planet, then we can live a perfect life. We can have heaven on earth if we're all eternalists and we have this eternalist mindset. So what does that mean? That means that the naturalists, the people who decide to not take the stem cells and they're going to die, that they are the enemy. They're the ones who will inherently continue to breed problems because they die too young to see past them and they keep making new people. So now you have to have a Holocaust. There's like a genocide. The eternalists would have to work together to kill all of the naturalists except for breeders. Because some of these Eternalists will die in car accidents. They'll die skydiving. They'll do more adventurous things. They'll be around longer to do more adventure. There will be a death rate. So they have to statistically figure out the death rate of Eternalists, and they have to have these naturalists who are not sterilized to breed. And then you can have this really cool war where it's like a war of the worlds, where like the naturalists have to find a way as an underdog to take out this Eternalist movement, even though the Eternalists are all genetically 18 and jacked, you know, and like it would be a total underdog fight, but they have to, because as a moviegoer, you have to believe that we're not going to change that much. It would be sick. It would be twisted. And mankind has to ultimately win.
I think lads think the same thing as me. If you made that into a series, like Snowpiercer,
fucking pitch it.
You would make so much money.
You like that?
Fucking pitch it. We are encouraging you to pitch that. That would fucking skyrocket.
Great idea.
That would skyrocket within like a week of being pitched.
You couldn't put in all that information and all that background into a movie, I think. Well, a TV series.
100% a TV series.
10-episode series. Make it fit. Make it fucking 4 seasons.
Man, I haven't visited that in a while. It's always in the back of my head, but I haven't. I've never written a script, so I don't know. But
I'm on my second script. You got all this time. Why don't you do it?
Right after this, you better copyright that idea. You better trademark that idea and get a name for it too.
Take it down word for word.
Well, we all know it started here first. He said it here first.
Oh,
so if anything
God.
happens.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. It's recorded here. So all rights to that come to me for the finer details. Because, I mean, people can take your shit. I guess it happens, but.
I'll be honest, Paul. Disney do watch this podcast. And
Disney?
They're tending to bank out right now. They're all out of ideas, man. It's all remakes for them now.
They just keep trying to steal our ideas, so much hassle.
Yeah. Call it the Naturalists.
Anyway, guys, we're gonna call it a day. This is gonna be a 3-hour long podcast in total with the other videos.
That's Rogan.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you so much for getting on.
Incredible.
Always, you guys.
So much for coming on again.
I'll talk to you tomorrow. I'll message you later. I will go.
Please do. I can't wait. Right. That's awesome. Thank you guys so much.
And
congrats on 100.
Thank you. Thanks for being here for us.
I was just about to say we should probably mention something about 100 to the subscribers.
Thank you everyone for getting us here. Like if we didn't get the feedback we wouldn't really have continued with it. But so far so good. Gonna keep going. Nothing stopping us. Plenty of time.
100%.
Time's on our side, and we're gonna keep at it.
Yes, it
So
is.
if you want to see more of Paul Roseberry, you can check him out, and you can keep requesting that we bring him back.
Yes, please do.
I'll keep showing up.
Do it.
Love it. Awfully Irish, baby.
Pleasure. One of the funniest guys I know.
Of course.
If not the funniest. So,
yeah.
Fuck yeah. Right. So you have a great day. Thanks everyone for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and tell your grandma about the podcast.
And here's to 200.
Woo!
Later, fellas.